The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. The Sonoma Stompers pregame show is on the air. Kieran Costa and Nate Martin have you covered up until first pitch here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Get all the insights and analysis for tonight's contest and hear from Stompers manager Zach Pace on the Stomper Report. Your coverage of Stompers baseball starts right now.
The Sonoma Stompers desperately need to find the win column. Zach Pace and company sit at 10 and 13, 2 games into the second half of the season, and it's a great time to get back on track against CCL North affiliates, the Santa Maria Indians. Their first year back after a 18-year hiatus being out of baseball, the team has been revitalized, and they play a handful of games against California Collegiate League opponents. They sit at 1 and 3 on the season, a win against the Blues, a loss against the Blues, and then losses to Santa Barbara and Conejo. But before we can talk about today's game, Nate, it's been a tough go for the Stompers lately, and yesterday was no different, an 8-2 loss at Walnut Creek.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't help when 4 of your last 7 games have been against the now first place Crawdads, who are playing some of the best baseball we've seen all summer from the CCL North or South, riding a 13-game winning streak. But the Stompers showed some improvements in those over the last week. I thought the offense looked significantly better against Menlo Park and Alameda. Can you carry that into a 2-game set against the Indians, an affiliate that's just 1 and 3, losses to the Blues and the Foresters, and can you just really prove a point that you are one of the 3 best teams in the CCL North?
An ugly showing last night in Walnut Creek. The Stompers had 6 hits, but they also had 6 errors. Nate Martin takes you through what was the Stompers' second loss in a row.
In the second game in a row against Walnut Creek, Sonoma found itself down a run early in the second. That was until Angel Garcia stepped up to the plate.
Garcia lines this one into left field. It's down. Dave Hoke is going to aggressively send Heredia. The throw is cut. It comes home. Winchell can't make the catch. An uber aggressive send from Dave Hoke pays off. You make the other team play catch. The Crawdads couldn't there. A single for Garcia.
But if there's a Crawdad who's been a problem for the Stompers, it's Lucas Carlisle. The man has reached more times against Sonoma than he's been out, and Carlisle saved his best for yesterday.
Here he crushes one to left down the left field line and gone. Lucas Carlisle's first extra base hit as a Crawdad is a home run out to left, and the score is 3-1.
Sonoma would soon get a run back after. Then the Stomps would implode in the fourth.
That one hit over to Keys, off his foot and into the outfield. Ramos waved home by Brant Cummings. The throw does not come. It is the 3rd error of the game for the Stompers. That one on Trent Keys that just went off his foot. 4-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Crawdads back to a 2-run advantage.
And the Sonoma errors would keep on coming in the 5th.
The 1-2 runners both take off. Garcia bobbles the throw, and it goes under Vassell and into the outfield. 1 run across the plate. Perez heads into third. That was a throw that Vassell couldn't really handle, one that was low and out of his glove into the outfield. 7-2 on another Sonoma error, 5th of the ball game.
That error would put a runner on third who would score soon after.
The pitch hit high to left center. Jones and Taylor both coming for it, and it's Taylor who makes the grab, throws home. There's the runner tags. The play not in time. Shane Aldridge gets his 7th RBI of the year and gives Walnut Creek an 8-2 lead here in the bottom of the 5th.
And there would be no more runs after that as Walnut Creek held on to beat Sonoma 8-2.
Well, yesterday was not the right way to start off July, but here on July 2nd, Sonoma has a chance to get back within 2 games of 500 and improve to 11-13 on the season and snap what's now a 2-game losing streak. Nate, what do they have to do to get back in the win column?
I think the biggest thing is just put up zeros and score runs early. That's going to be the key to the success against the Indians. It's just important that you limit the errors. What am I saying? That's the biggest key. That's the biggest one for Sonoma. They had 6 against Walnut Creek, a ton over the last couple games as well. So I think you got to fix that. Play a clean game defensively, and you'll look good.
Yeah, and I asked Zach Pace that same question. His Stompers haven't really been in a 15-game slump like they have 5-10 in their last 15. Zach Pace, positive as always, had a chance to chat with him before today's game. Welcome to the Stomper Report. I'm Kieran Costa here with Stompers manager Zach Pace. And Skip, a couple tough goes against Walnut Creek the last 2 nights. I have asked you this before, but is there any, maybe one facet you're looking to change or one thing that you saw last night that you want to do differently?
Not necessarily, we just need to play better ball overall. There's a lot of things I think we need to work at to get better. Obviously those didn't go the way we wanted them to go. And, what are you going to do? You got to get back up and go back at it today and get better, with all of our pre-work and BP and all that stuff. So, I thought we had a good session today, and then hopefully we have a better game today.
You're facing a catcher with less collegiate experience than you've been facing before, and you've stacked Chase Taylor and Wesley Bassett at the top of the lineup. Are you hoping that they're aggressive on the base paths?
Yeah. I haven't seen their catcher yet or anything. I haven't got a time off him or anything. But once we get the times, it's just a mathematical equation with the pitcher's time to the plate and then the catcher's time to second. You add those up, and how long does it take your runner to get to second? So if those times are in our favor, we'll definitely take a lot of chances for sure.
On the flip side, Walnut Creek ran really well. They had 5 or more stolen bases the last 2 games against you. Is there a way to limit the run game?
Yeah, we got to pick over a little bit more, have longer holds. I think some of our guys need to quicken up their delivery to the plate. Some of our guys are around 1.6, 1.7 to the plate, and that's a really high time. You want to be more around a 1.4, 1.3 is really good. So, I think there's multiple things we could do. I know we definitely tried calling a lot of picks, and we're going to try keeping that going to call more picks and get our guys varying their times and their looks and keeping the runners off balance.
This is Ken Blankenship's first start, his 4th appearance. Anything you've sort of noticed with him his first 3 outings, good or bad?
I like him. He fills it up. He competes. He wants the ball. I like him a lot. Excited for him today coming in and, getting the start for us against Santa Maria. So, excited to see him out there.
And then, again, Mateo Heredia in the lineup and in the 4 spot. He really struggled to start the year, and he had a double yesterday. He's had 7 hits against Walnut Creek this week. I asked you what changes have you seen at the plate. Is there maybe a little bit more of a confidence level with him when he goes up there?
Yeah, I think a little bit more confidence level. I know he's been doing some machine work that he's really liking, and getting his timing down off the machine, just seeing something a little bit firmer. So I think that's helped him out a lot. And then just getting out there and just doing it, just getting out there and getting your at bats. You're gonna figure it out and find a way to get better for sure.
And then last one for you here. Maybe this is different from like a broadcaster's perspective, but you see on the defensive end, like all of these guys can make these plays 100 times in their sleep, and there's been a couple times here where maybe it's a bad throw on a bunt or just an errant throw on a routine ground ball. Are those maybe mental errors, not being mentally sharp, knowing when the ball is coming, or sort of what's happening with these 3 error innings, and now you had just your 4th 5-error game yesterday?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little baffling at times to me, I guess, because I feel like we're pretty good defensively. We work at it every day. I think on Tuesday we had a bunch of errors at home, yeah. So, I mean, in my mind, going to Monte Vista, it's a way different field than ours. It plays a lot quicker. Like, that could have something to do with it. They're not used to it as much, but we did the same thing at home. So, can't really use that excuse. But, we just got to keep on grinding and find a way to get better. I know we had some good early work today, and hopefully we can play cleaner defense, because that's key.
Thanks for your time. Good luck today, Skip.
Thank you.
Getting you set for baseball here at Arnold Field, the first of a 3-game homestand for the Stompers. Just 2 of them count for league action, and it's these 2 against Santa Maria. And Nate, they're only 1-3 so far this season. This is a chance to maybe string together a couple of wins.
Yeah, but that one win came against the San Luis Obispo Blues, who have beaten the Stompers in 3 of the 4 games they've played against each other. It's a good opportunity for Sonoma to get back on track, but I wouldn't underestimate Santa Maria.
Yeah, they did get a win against the Blues. That was all the way back. That was like the first league game the Blues have played. They've done nothing but win since. But as of yesterday, Walnut Creek has overtaken Slover the top spot in the north. Sonoma has a long way to go, Nate, to try and battle into that top 2 position.
A really long way to go, which is what makes winning tonight and winning tomorrow so crucial. It's a chance to get back up to around 500. And then from there, you just got to keep on winning games.
And the Stompers send Ken Blankenship to the mound, his first start as a Stomper. He was good in 2 out of his 3 appearances. He has a 1-0 record. He's allowed 5 earned runs in 7 1/3 innings. But 4 of those earned runs came last time out against Menlo Park.
Yeah, it was a game when no one was really pitching that well for Sonoma. Gave up 16 runs to the Legends. Maybe that was just a bad night for everyone. There was just some bad juju or whatever. Now, this is a real good chance for Blankenship to prove himself. If he looks like he did in the early parts of this season, he's going to do very well and go a few innings at least for Sonoma.
Ken Blankenship gets the ball. He'll try and fill up the zone and throw up some zeros. When we come back, it's the Stompers and the Indians from Arnold Field next on the Stompers Broadcast Network.
Thanks for tuning in to the Stompers pregame show. First pitch is on the way here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified, and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. Kicks away. Take a bow, Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. The lines are painted, the lineups are in, the field is raked, and the cleats are laced. Your Sonoma Stompers are just about ready to take the field. Now, straight to the voice of the Stompers, here's Kieran Costa.
Just about ready to rock here on a Thursday night in Sonoma. The Stompers trying to snap their 2-game slide against the Santa Maria Indians. They are an affiliate club out of the CCL North this season. They're managed by Michael Tackett, and this is the lineup he sends out today. Rocco Mucilli leads off, the second baseman, followed by the catcher Jerome Damery and the left fielder Garrett Geenan. The center fielder Blake Gregory hits cleanup. The catcher Josue Garcia hits fifth. The first baseman Chris Johnson, followed by the right fielder Caden McLeod, the DH Dom Banducci, and then the third baseman Hayden Hall. Michael Tackett will coach third base, and Tomas Herrera will coach first. For Santa Maria, based down in Southern California, they were a collegiate team from 1944 to 2008, and then they folded from 2008 to 2026. First year back in baseball, and there's a lot of great names that have played down there. I'll get to those in a moment. But first, the Stomper pitcher today is Ken Blankenship, a 6'3", 235-pound righty from Stockton, California. He didn't play last year at Benedictine Mesa University in Arizona, transfer from Sac City. He made 3 appearances for the Stompers with no starts. He's 1-0, allowed 5 earned runs and 7.1 innings pitched, 6 walks and 8 hits, 4 strikeouts over those 7.1 innings. Mucilli, Damery, and Geenan against Blankenship. Santa Maria wearing their road dark blue uniforms, Indians, and script across the front. The same Indians logo that used to belong to the Cleveland baseball team, with red writing on the front and red numbers outlined in white on the back. The Stompers in the home whites. The penultimate league game before the 4th of July, and then the unofficial start to the second half. Rocco Mucilli leads off, a right-handed hitter from Chandler Gilbert out in Arizona. That's a wood bat team. Community college in Arizona, same league that Mike Jones played in at Pima. This one's bounced foul back to the screen. 0-1. The first pitch of a ball game today at 6:12. It's 74 degrees. Mucilli playing in his 4th game for Santa Maria. He's 1 for 8 with 3 strikeouts. Blankenship with a high set up at about the letters, and he delivers home high, and the count's 1-1. The Indians are 1-3 in CCL action. They're 6-4 overall. They play in the California Collegiate League. They also play in the Southern California Collegiate League against teams like the Dodgers and the Pirates. As this is a called strike 1-2 on Mucilli. Damery and Geenan to follow in the first, and will set the Stomper defensive alignment after this pitch from Blankenship. Just getting started. Scoreless ball game, top of the first. The leadoff man Mucilli awaits. A pitch that misses inside. The left fielder's Wesley Bass with center fielder Chase Taylor, Connor Johnson out in right. Mateo Heredia, Bryson Ayala, Misael Europero, and Angel Garcia third to first. It's a Blankenship and Carlson battery tonight for 8th-year manager Zach Pace. 2-2 pitch comes, and Mucilli takes a called strike 3. Top of the zone cutter. John Pierce rings him up. Zach Ellenthorpe helps him at first base, and Curtis Parker's over at third. First strikeout for Ken Blankenship. That is also his 5th of the summer. Jerem Damery, a left-handed hitter, slightly open stance. Lines this one into center field, and it's going to dunk in for a base hit. Not a hard-hit baseball at all, but right back through the middle for a single.
Just a simple bloop single. I don't think you'd be too mad about that if you're Blankenship. You just have to get the double play ball here. Damery's been clearly their most successful guy in CCL play. Leads the team with 4 hits over California Collegiate League action.
5th game in CCL play for the Indians. Blankenship from the slide step. That one's lined into left field. That's a base hit. A couple of singles. And here come the Indians. There's first and second with just 1 out.
Now that's something you don't want to give up. That was a solidly hit ball into a good spot in left field.
A late
give up a run early.
A late change defensively. Wesley Bass is in right field. Connor Johnston is in left. Two on with 1 out. Left-handed hitter Blake Gregory, 3 for 4 in the 4 league games, takes low and inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Another Chandler Gilbert guy, the 3rd in the first 4 hitters.
And there's a lot of guys from Chandler Gilbert. That's one of the more represented CCs we have on the Indians roster.
Beautiful day for baseball. Absolutely no wind. The American flag limp in center. The pitch is low. The pick back to first base from Carlson goes down the right field line. 1 run's going to score. Michael Tackett's going to hold the runners. And that is going to be an E2 on Carlson to move the runners 90 feet from first and second to second and third. And Zach Pace talked about wanting to backpick more, limit the base runners, limit the base running, things like that. But there, it was unsuccessful. The double play's out of order. The Stompers infield's going to play back. The count is 1-1 on Gregory. Left-handed hitter has a chance to drive in his second of the year. He's fooled badly on that one. Slider heading towards his front hip, and he started his swing and couldn't stop it in time, 1-2. Carlson, I think that ball slipped out of his hands trying to backpick to first base. It two-hopped to Garcia. A nice job by Angel to just get a glove on it and stop it from rolling all the way into the corner. 1-2 pitch on the way from Blankenship to Gregory. Misses low, blocked by Carlson to hold the runners at second and third. Not the start Sonoma envisioned. A couple of very softly hit singles. And an error has set him up with second and third for the Indians. Two-two. Fouled at home plate. Nice battle by Gregory, who has a double and an RBI. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 hit by pitches. Blankenship needs the swing and miss here. Ken from Stockton, California. He has 7 younger siblings, the oldest of 8. He's set to deal a 2-2 right on left to Blake Gregory. Sets at the chest and delivers up and outside. Tried the slider again. And all of a sudden the count runs full 3-2. With first base open, you could walk Gregory, but the toughest out in this lineup is Josue Garcia. He is headed to Cal State Fullerton to play ball in the fall. Three-two pitch. Blankenship to Gregory. It's lined foul down the right field line. There will be an 8th pitch in this battle. Gregory at Chandler Gilbert hit .324 with a .472 on base. 5 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs. So far this summer, just 3 for 12. But a chance to add to that and give his team the lead in the process.
This is not the start Sonoma envisioned. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, and a long battle here with Gregory. With the best hitter in the lineup on deck, theoretically. Garcia hit .386 over 2 years at Allen Hancock, and that's what landed him a spot with Cal State Fullerton, a solid D1 program down in Orange County.
After the meeting, Blankenship's next 3-2 got him swinging. Second sword of the at-bat. He had Gregory looking all sorts of confused in that plate appearance and a much-needed second out. Now this is going to be the tough one. Josue Garcia, 42 games last year. He had .361, 14 doubles, 5 home runs. Blankenship to Garcia. First pitch. In there for a called strike. Cutter finds the zone. That's exactly where Blankenship needs to live. Down below the thigh, right at knee level. Try and induce a ground ball, but anything gets him out of the first inning unscathed. 2 on, 2 out. A couple of singles, a couple of strikeouts. Garcia bounces this one back up the middle. Ayala Fields behind the bag, throws to first. Ken Blankenship in and out of trouble, but for Santa Maria, no runs on 2 hits, 1 Stomper error, and 2 left. Nothing across for the Indians with the Stompers coming up in the bottom half.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our #1 priority. And Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way. Thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Drew Capel gets the baseball. A two-way righty who stands 6 foot, 175 pounds from Atascadero High School. A righty through last year at Santa Barbara City College. He had 9 appearances, but total just 7 1/3 innings, 9 earned runs. He's making his 4th appearance, first start of the summer for the Indians. 5.1 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 earned runs. 5 strikeouts and no walks, and there's one number that jumps off the page. He's never been in a 3-ball count in 5.1 innings pitched. He's going to challenge you in the zone. Let's see what the Stompers can do with it. And this lineup is who's going to face him. The center fielder, Chase Taylor, followed by the right fielder, Wesley Bass, and the catcher, Hunter Carlson. The third baseman, Mateo Heredia, cleans it up, followed by the DH, Tino Vassell, the first baseman, Angel Garcia, and then his cousin, the second baseman, Misael Urapero, hits 7th. The shortstop, Bryson Ayala, hits 8th, and the left fielder, Connor Johnston, hits 9th. Capel against Taylor. Chase has just 13 hits in 19 games, a double and 5 RBI. Trying to break out. The left-handed hitter takes low 1-0, 82 miles an hour. Fastball. 1-0 to Taylor, another fastball, and it's fouled back again. All of a sudden, it's 1-1. First pitch fastball was called low. One pitch upstairs. So the Santa Maria Indians team, they play in both the CCL and the SCCL, which is the Southern California Collegiate League. And their starter, Capel, delivers a 2-1 to Chase Taylor. High, and there's the first 3-ball count of the year. Struggling with his command here. It's 3-1. From 1944 to 2008, they were one of the biggest collegiate league teams down in Southern California. They had a nice rivalry with the Slow Blues before the CCL even existed. And the 3-1 is fouled back 3-2. And then in 2008, with the economic downturn of the United States, they folded as a ball club. The quote their general manager had when they restarted the ball club is, "You need money to have a baseball team," and they have that now. Their first season back as a team, and their first hitter faced by Capel will continue. Chase Taylor lines it foul back to the screen. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, longtime Cardinal shortstop, Hall of Famer, played there in the 70s before his career at Cal Poly SLO. And then in 1984, Torey Lovello played there. Here, Chase Taylor pops this one foul. Torey Lovello is the current manager of the Diamondbacks. He made his way up through the Red Sox minor league system. He managed in Pawtucket for a while, but now has been the head man for the Diamondbacks for almost 10 years now. He played with Billy Beane for the Indians in 1984. Taylor bounces this one foul once again, and he is about to see a 9th pitch of this battle. Billy Beane would end up being the only MLB player up until this point to come out as openly gay. That was after his playing career. Different than the Billy Beane star of Moneyball. The 9th pitch of the battle between Capel and Taylor, and this one's popped up in play. Very shallow center field. Gregory, the center fielder, makes the catch. Just 4 steps away from the infield grass. So Taylor loses the battle to Capel on the 9th pitch, one away.
Yeah, but that at-bat was a success for Taylor. Showed his teammates 10 pitches from Drew Capel. Had to go to a number of different things to try and retire Taylor, and now guys like Bass Carlson and hopefully Heredia and others can attack in the coming at-bats.
Bass 8 for 36 on the year. He had 2 hits yesterday. He takes upstairs. That's the slider. It's 1-0, and Capel, who was heralded on his command entering today's game, has missed with his first pitch to both Taylor and now Bass, and he misses again. It's 2-0.
The way this is going, you got to be patient. Make him come in the zone and then attack it.
Bass was a .313 hitter at Georgia State. He's hitting just .222 to start his Stomper career. He bounces this one foul. Went and attacked a low fastball on 2-0, and he bounced it towards the Santa Maria dugout down the third baseline. The first base dugout houses Zach Pace in his 8th year with his hitting coach Paul Maidorena, his pitching coach Mike Nunez, Charlie Hale, assistant to both the manager and the general manager, Dave Hoke at third, Jacoby Heyer at first. And Bass sits there and watches a curveball that almost hit him. He lays off. He's at 3-1. And so I don't know about this scouting report where he had 0 3-ball counts in 5 1/3 innings against, he's pitching against the Blues, Santa Barbara, and Conejo. As this one's bounced foul, and it's a couple full counts to start off this ball game.
Yeah, but the scouting report says that he gives up hits. He gave up 7 hits through a 5 1/3 in the CCL play, and then at Santa Barbara City College, he gave up 13 hits and 7 1/3.
Yeah, and he's filled up the zone here. He threw Chase Taylor in the end 6 pitches in the zone that at bat. He delivers a 3-2 pitch to Wesley Bass. A long hold, a wind, and the delivery is lined foul right past the first base coach, Jacoby Heyer. So that's a little history on the Santa Maria Indians. They're one of really 2 affiliate teams, the Philippines Baseball Group and the Santa Maria Indians. And then Alameda Merchants are technically affiliates. They don't send players to the All-Star game, but they can make the playoffs. Bass is hit by the pitch on a curveball. And for Wesley, that's the 3rd time he's been plunked. And now to the plate is the man that's been hit by the pitch the most of any Stomper. Carlson's been hit 9 times. He digs in from the left side, hoping for a whole lot more than that. This will be his last game for the Stompers before heading to the All-Star game in Reno tomorrow morning. That game is July 4th. Wesley Bass runs first pitch. The throw is outside, and the tag is late. Wesley Bass is 11 out of 11 on stolen bases this season. Stompers have a runner in scoring position. With 1 out, the pitch missed to Carlson. He has a chance to pick up RBI number 25. He grounds this one to the right side. Going to be a tough play. It's off the glove of Chris Johnson, the first baseman. It stays on the infield. E3 charged to the man at first. Carlson aboard to third, goes Bass. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Stompers trying to strike first.
That's one that's a significantly easier play for the second baseman, Muccelli. I wonder if he probably should have gotten that one and then hurled it over to first. It would have been a bang-bang play, but it's a lot easier for the second baseman to attack that ball than it is for the first baseman.
Muccelli got there and got a glove to it. It just hit off the heel, and Campbell wasn't covering first anyway. Heredia takes a curveball that drops towards the bottom of the zone, and it's a called strike 1. I wonder, Carlson is just 2 for 3 on stolen bases, but I would not be too surprised if they sent him. Stay out of a double play. Hitting room on the right side. A check on first base. Carlson back standing up.
I mean, he got picked off yesterday at Walnut Creek.
It was as the trail runner, a frustrating one. Zach Pace talked about it in the postgame yesterday. Those are mental mistakes. You're a trail runner. You're obviously not going to try and steal second base when it's occupied. Carlson has to be better than that. The pitch to Heredia, fastball low, blocked by Josue Garcia. It's Geenan in left, Gregory in center, McLeod in right. Hall, Damery, Muchilian, Johnson, third to first.
Garcia, he's going to have to be careful. It's a big backstop here at Arnold Field. He's been a Sinsheimer. That's a big backstop as well. So
1-1 to Mateo Heredia. Swing and a miss. Late on a fastball at 86. Heredia had a double in yesterday's ball game. And I bet he's maybe the only one who wishes Sonoma was playing Walnut Creek. He has 6 hits against the Dad. 6 of his 11 this year have been against the top team in the North. Heredia wants time, and it's granted by John Pierce. Capel took too long, even from the stretch. Mateo 11 for 43 doubles, a triple, 3 runs driven in. He hits this one toward shortstop, could be 2. Damery to second for 1. The relay to first is in time, and Capel gets himself out of the inning on a 6-4-3 double play. For the Stomps in the first, no runs on no hits, 1 error and 1 man left. We play a scoreless ball game as we head to the second.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
First baseman number 15, Chris Johnson.
Top of the second inning in a scoreless tie. Ken Blankenship back out there. He deals with Chris Johnson, Caden McLeod, and Dom Benducci. And he delivers a first pitch that induces a swing and miss from Johnson, who's 2 for 11 with 4 strikeouts. Blankenship took just 17 pitches to get out of the first inning, where he faced 5 different hitters, 2 strikeouts and 2 singles, nothing across. Johnson takes outside. A righty headed to Cuesta College, played in all 4 games so far. He's 2 for 11 with 4 strikeouts. McLeod on deck, and then Banducci. Johnson is hit by a pitch. Cutter came in and hit the right-handed hitter, and just like in the first inning, Blankenship will work with a man aboard.
That was a lot of Johnson. 6'3", 265. Big fella, and there's no wonder why that one got him.
It was the cutter that ran in, and to Johnson's credit, no effort to get out of the way. That brings up Caden McLeod, who redshirted last year. He just not even out of school. Squares to bunt, and It's a called strike. He both offered at the bunt, but John Pierce said called strike one. McLeod did not play last year with a injury. He had a as that one misses outside. He had a ruptured appendix. That kept him out of commission last year. He's 1 for 2 since joining the Blues with 2 walks. Or joining the Indians. That game was against the Blues. One misses and counts 2-1. Short lead at first for Johnson. The pitch to McLeod. He said he went around, I think, and it's 2-2. No need for an appeal there for John Pierce. The count is even to Caden McLeod. Middle infield plays for 2. Blankenship delivers to McLeod low, blocked by Carlson. The count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Blankenship yet to really give up a hard piece of contact. 2 soft singles in the first, a hit by pitch here in the second, but one more wide one would put 2 on with no out. Slide step delivery is pulled through the vacated right side. Bass gobbles it up and fires it back to the infield. Third hit for Santa Maria, first and second, with nobody out for Dom Banducci.
I mean, if this continues to happen, Kieran, it's only a matter of time before Santa Maria scores a run. You have to shut things down. Turn in a double play, get a strikeout. You can't allow the Indians to strike first.
Santa Maria got second and third with 1 out last inning, and they were unable to score. A strikeout and a ground ball got Blankenship out of that one. In on the grass at first is Garcia, guarding against a bunt from Banducci. Heredia does the same thing at third base. He squares up early and can't get it down, but John Pierce says he did offer at it, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Hayden Hall, the 9-hitter, before the lineup flips over. Garcia way in at first base. You assume that Banducci's will square around early again. He doesn't, and he takes a called strike 2 at the knees. Great pitch, front hip slider. It's 0-2. Scoreless ball game, top of the second. Carlson sets up away the pitch. Struck him out swinging on a cutter over the outside edge. Beautiful pitch from Blankenship, his 3rd strikeout of the evening. It's a big one. 1-2 ball, get the Stompers out of the second.
You've been on one with the beer batters recently, Kieran.
Yes, I have. That's the last 2 beer batters I've chosen struck out twice. Banducci gone a swing in his first time. I'm just helping out the Arnold crowd however I can. First and second, and the pitch is high. Carlson, another try at first base, and Garcia can't catch it cleanly. The runners hold. That was a great idea from Hunter Carlson there. I think they had him. That one hit Garcia in the glove, but could not apply the tag successfully. And I asked Zach Pace about this in the Stomper report today. Sonoma really struggled to mitigate the running game against Walnut Creek the last 2 nights. 5+ stolen bases the last 2 times out. And he said, I need pitchers to step off more. I need catchers to backpick more. Carlson's tried it twice, unsuccessfully both times, but he's bound to get one. This one's hit hard to right field. Wesley Bass started in, now going back. He's lost it in the sun. It's over his head. He'll come up firing home. Everybody had to hold, so just 90 feet each on a single for Hall that one hopped the wall. I don't want to assume anything was catchable, but Wesley Bass is a great right fielder. I think if he had a little bit of a better beat on that baseball, he could have made a play.
And it won't go down as an error, but that's just the unlucky beat for Stompers defense that's been struggling as of late, reeling. It's not an error, but it's mistakes like that that can really hurt you.
Johnson was hit by a pitch, then McLeod singled. Banducci struck out, and then Hall there hit that ball to right field just over the outstretched glove of the right fielder Wesley Bass. It's the fourth hit of the game. The bases are loaded with one out. And Blankenship, I still think, is pitching a pretty solid ball game. That was the hardest hit ball of the day.
I mean, you can say all of that, but it's still 4 hits. 4 hits. So it's just, you can say he's pitching a good game, but eventually results are going to come across where it's the book says he's not pitching a good game.
Book says he's pitching a good game now. No runs across in the second inning. One ground ball can get him out of the frame against Rocco Muccioli. First pitch from Blankenship just misses off the inside corner. Slider tried to bring it back to the inside edge. Garcia plays in front of the runner. At first base, that's Hall. Stompers, if it's hit to the corners, could go home. This one's popped up to center field. Chase Taylor drifts towards right. There could be a play at the plate. Here comes the runner. Taylor's throw is up the line, and it's a sac fly for Rocco Muccioli. That is his first RBI of the summer for Santa Maria. Scoring is Johnson from third. The other runners hold.
It's exactly what you're supposed to do, but in a bases-loaded situation, it's just unlucky to give up a run there.
It's a great piece of situational hitting from Muccioli. Hit the fly to center. That scored Johnson. And that brings up Jerome Damery, who has a knock today. That would make things real interesting if a couple runs got across. Just one home so far, and this one's bounced foul wide of the third base coach, Michael Tackett. 0-1 is popped up to left, right at Connor Johnson in his tracks, comes on and makes the catch. Ken Blankenship, a really nice job of limiting the damage. In the inning, it's 1 run on 2 hits, no Stomper errors, and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the second in a 1-run game.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard.
At Ricci Vineyards, we feel that wine and baseball are the perfect pairing, and we are proud supporters of our Sonoma Stompers. Our family-run vineyard has been farming and growing grapes and carneros for over 40 years. We encourage you to witness our wine journey and check out our selection of boutique offerings at RicciVineyards.com.
The Stompers are proud to have Adams Chiropractic as our official chiropractor. Keeping our players healthy and in the lineup is our number one priority, and Adams Chiropractic is right there every step of the way, thanks to Dr. Lawrence Adams. Rawhides on deck. Rawhides on deck. Oh my God. Rawhides on deck. On Deck can be purchased right here at the ballpark and at Sonoma Springs Brewery, located at 19449 Riverside Drive in Sonoma. Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Tino Vassell, Angel Garcia, and Misael Europero are due up in the second. The Stompers trying to tie this ball game up, and Tino takes low. Changeup missed below the zone.
Something the Stompers did really well yesterday, at least early on in the game, was answering back when the Crawdads scored runs. As that one went back to the back screen, Tino out ahead 2-0. Walnut Creek put up a run in the first inning. Stompers answered back immediately in the second. They added some more runs in the second. Stompers answered back in the fourth. So my point is, this is a good time to do that again. Don't want to create a deficit for yourself for much of this game.
2-0 fastball, called strike on the outside corner. The count is 2-1. Vassell this season, 292 average, 444 on base, 19 hits with 9 of them going for extra bases. Here he takes a called strike and the count's even 2-2. So a nice job by Capel. That's the command that the scouting report had on him. He was behind 2-0. Now he's even in the count at 2s, and Vassell takes upstairs 3-2. Still no walks on the season for Capel. He hit Wesley Bass on a 3-2 pitch.
Oh,
Gets Vassell swinging here for Tino. The swing and miss issue continues to play. Gets the first for Capel.
I was going to say he's a pitch away from issuing a walk, but a good job generating a swing and miss. 29 on the year now for Tino Vassell.
Stompers have had a that was the third full count that the Stompers have worked today. We'll see what Angel Garcia can do coming off a 2-hit day yesterday. He takes high, fastball up at 88, close pitch. Professional take. That's when younger hitters will attack that fastball at the very top of the zone. Garcia bends back out of the way of yet another fastball, and it's 1-1. Capel missing on the inner third a lot. Inner third and off, of course.
Garcia had some great situational hitting yesterday with runners on. He advanced them in the second and in the fourth.
2-hit day for Angel, and he takes a called strike. That's a slider that's tailing away from a right-handed hitter. So that one starts middle, and then ends away. That one, I think, started in and then ended on the outside edge. 2-2 misses 3-2.
Yeah, and that one started on the outer half and went way outside on the same slider that Capel just tried to generate a swing and miss on.
Payoff pitch on the way to Garcia. Popped up foul, and now it's definitely 3-2. Couple out-of-town scores to get you. It's been an interesting day across the north, but first a 3-2 pitch to Garcia. Misses for ball 4 high. There's the first walk of the year for Capel. Stompers have yet another runner on, trying to pick up Ken Blankenship and get him that run right back. In the bottom of the 5th inning at Chabot College, the Alameda Merchants lead the Walnut Creek Crawdads 13-3. And that game a big update on the score. That one's heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. So if results hold, it looks like Alameda's going to take down Walnut Creek, something Stompers have been just unable to do this year other than that first game.
That's good news for the Slow Blues, who are playing an affiliate team from the South, the San Diego Bombers.
That game scoreless, just got started top of the first. (1-0) pitch, but first a check on first base. And the Stompers are now battling the Merchants and, quite honestly, the Menlo Park Legends for that third playoff spot. Both Alameda and Menlo Park started today a half game behind Sonoma. Another check on first base. Once again, Garcia's back. He has a one-step lead. Doesn't even have to dive.
And that stresses the importance of winning tonight, because the Merchants, if results hold,
and Menlo
will be
Park,
half a game ahead.
Yeah, Menlo Park too, also up 3-0. Sonoma would drop to 5th in the CCL North standings with a loss today and results holding. Europero ahead in the count 2-0. That's a scary thing to think about 23 games into the season.
It's not a position that the Stompers really have been in the last couple of seasons.
Misael takes way low, and the count is now 3 balls and no strikes. The Stompers threatening once again. 1 on, 1 out. A very hitter-friendly count to Europero. Bryson Ayala in the on-deck circle, hoping to hit with a couple guys in scoring position, or at least a couple guys on base, as Europero takes a 3-0 get-me over right down the middle at 86. Kieran Costa alongside Nate Martin here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. Bottom of the 2nd inning, Sonoma down 1-0. 3-1 pitch to Europero is hit hard to left field. Geenan back, he's under it, and he makes the catch, and medium deep left field. And Drew Capel was behind in that count, 3 balls and no strikes, and got Europero to fly out the other way. Ayala is tasked with keeping the 2nd inning alive. First pitch to Ayala, swings and misses. Slider down at the bottom of the zone. Bryson steps out and has to recalibrate. Better of late for Ayala. Worked a bases loaded walk yesterday in a big spot. Forced home half of the Stompers' runs in that at-bat. Another check on first base. Angel Garcia is not even taking a secondary lead.
Really shows that Capel wants to keep him there at first, even with the double play ball out of effect.
Bass ran on the first pitch, so wary of the run game. Ayala bounces this one down the third base line, just foul past Dave Hoke in the third base coaching box. Empty right side of the infield. Johnson holds the runner at first. Muccioli 1 step over towards the middle. If Ayala can go the other way, he takes an 0-2 fastball off the corner, 1-2. Connor Johnston on deck. right fielder McLeod one step over towards right center. The line also open for Ayala. 1-2 pitch comes from Capel. Bryson pops it out of play. The Indians got one run off Ken Blankenship, a sac fly from Muccioli, but Ken's done a good job of limiting the damage. He's stranded 4 hitters through 2 frames, and he's given his offense a chance. Let's see what they do with it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The man at first is Angel Garcia. He drew a 1-out walk. Ayala bounces it foul. Split the first base bag and the first base coach, Jacoby Heyer. One, two. Capel sets at the belt, delivers to the plate. Ayala hits it foul once more. Another good battle from the Stomper shortstop.
Good battle here from Ayala. But I wouldn't mind seeing him working into a higher ball count here, being more confident to take on bad pitches.
Another 1-2. He takes outside. Nice take. That's that slider again. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And that wasn't a bad pitch. That was pretty close to finding the zone, but a really nice take from Ayala.
The Stompers have scored in just 5 of their last 28 innings. It's a tough statistic. Ayala pops this one up. First base side, giving it a look and unable to make a catch is Josue Garcia. A 9th pitch of the battle, and that's the second 9-pitch battle we've seen today. Taylor worked one to start the ball game. And the crooked numbers are good. The Stompers have a couple crooked numbers over the last few games. But the pitch to Ayala is taken high, 3-2. I'd just like them to see them chip away a little bit more. Now Garcia will be running from first. 3-2, Ayala takes low. An 11-pitch walk worked by Bryson Ayala. This is 3rd walk in as many games.
And while that's not going to increase his batting average, his on-base percentage is slowly climbing back up. It was around like 230, 240 just a few days ago, and now with that walk, probably going to see it jump up another, 10, 15% up to like a 280.
Johnson lines it foul. Back to the screen. Interesting here. The catcher is listed as Josue Garcia, but the man behind the plate is wearing number 2 that belongs to Blake Gregory.
And Gregory's also listed as a catcher on the Indians roster.
0-1 pitch to Johnston. Popped up foul. He's behind 0-2. A meeting at the mound between the catcher and the starter, Drew Capel, whose pitch count has to be rising here.
Well, it rises with every pitch.
He's thrown 52 pitches, and he's facing now just his 9th hitter. Anyone? Quick math, 52 by 9? I don't have it.
It's around
It's 5.
7,
5 or
just
6?
under 6.
Just under 6,
Yeah.
I think. 0-2 pitch coming to Johnston, left-handed hitter. Takes curveball that this is low and in.
Making me go through my multiplication squares there, Kieran.
Yeah, it's 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54. So, yeah, so we had it. It was just over 5.5 pitches per plate appearance. 1-2 pitch to Johnson. Takes. Fastball. Low outside. Sonoma is doing an outstanding job of attacking in the zone, if you will, and then really taking pitches all around. Nibbling is exactly what Drew Capel is doing. He's all around the zone, just not in it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Deuces wild in a 1-0 ball game, bottom of the second. Johnston strikes out swinging on a high fastball. And the inning is over. For Sonoma, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left. We head to the 3rd inning of play in a 1-0 ball game.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence. From roof repairs to installations, Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
We play on to the 3rd inning. Ken Blankenship's day is done. He gives way to Jackson Rowland. Ken went 2 innings, 4 hits, an earned run, no walks, a hit by pitch, and 3 strikeouts. And Rowland's first pitch misses inside. Jackson Rowland, his 2nd year with the Stompers. Medical redshirt at Modesto JC. Delivers an 0-1 pitch to Garrett Geenan. That's bounced foul. Rowland, a righty, delivers to the plate to the righty Geenan. That ball's hit hard to left. Chasing back Connor Johnston. 1 step shy of the warning track. He hauls it in. So Geenan is retired. F7 in the book, and that brings up Blake Gregory, who is the catcher today. A late change from Michael Tackett. He had Gregory listed as a center fielder and Garcia listed as the catcher, and they swapped right before first pitch. So Gregory, the catcher, and then Garcia, the center fielder, is on deck. And Roland misses just at the top of the zone with the fastball. John Pierce unwilling to call anything at that tippity top of the strike zone. Gregory awaits a 2-0, and he gets the call at the bottom of the zone. Does Roland? It's 2-1. Gregory from Chandler Gilbert. 2-1 offer to the lefty. Caught on a miss, 2-2. '85 again on the heater from Roland. Two pitch. Bounce to first. Fair ball. Garcia snares it and takes it to the bag himself. Roland gets the first two here in the third, and that brings up Josue Garcia. Garcia grounded out to Europero to end the first. That was against Blankenship. Now he deals with Jackson Roland. Right on left. First pitch home. Low and inside. 1-0. The next one's popped up. Foul ground third base side. Heredia has room and backpedals to make the play. Easy 1-2-3 inning for Jackson Roland as he heads back to the dugout where the Stompers bats try and battle back from a 1-0 deficit.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is Legacy in Motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz-Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud partner of the Sonoma Stompers.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Stompers go the second time through the order here against Drew Capel, still in search of their first hit. They've been aboard 4 times, a hit by pitch, a couple walks, and a double play. Taylor worked a 9-pitch at-bat his first time up, and he starts this one ahead, 1-0. Capel's longest outing was 3 2/3 innings on June 28th against the Conejo Oaks. Here, this one's hit foul by Taylor. It's 1-1. He's thrown 57 pitches as he is in a 1-1 count against the leadoff man, Taylor. Chase takes low, 2-1. Stompers have to get on, and then if either Taylor or Bass get on, I'd love to see them run. Bass had a pretty easy stolen base in his first trip when he got aboard, as Taylor checks his swing but holds it up. The count's 3-1. For Taylor, he's had a pretty tough go of it trying to steal bases. He's 3 out of 6. But definitely a fast runner, and they'll get a chance to maybe steal. He walks to lead off this inning. Bass was hit by a pitch, stole second, and was stranded at third. That was all the way back in the first. Here in the third, he's trying to keep the line moving. Third walk allowed today by Capel. A check on first, and diving back safely is Chase Taylor. Bass takes upstairs. Slider at 76. On the out-of-town scoreboard, the Walnut Creek Crawdads winning streak is finally over. The Dads won 13 consecutive ball games. The Merchants hammered them 13-3 today. Taylor runs. The pitch is high. The throw to second on a hop. The tag is late. Chase Taylor's 4th stolen base of the season. Stompers having their way on the bases. That's their 2nd steal in as many attempts. Runner in scoring position and a 2-0 count to Wesley Bass, who had a couple of singles yesterday, needs one of those here to tie up this ball game. Hunter Carlson and then Mateo Heredia. Sonoma's set up to get back into this ball game. 2-0, Bass swings again and drills it into the third base dugout.
Coincidentally, Walnut Creek's 13-game win streak matched the 13-game win streak of the Blues. They couldn't get past it, no matter how hard they tried in a 10-run loss. So, don't know how their effort was in that game, but clearly didn't try hard enough.
Bass fouls it back, and the count is now 2-2 strikes. A nice job again by Capel. He's not giving in easily in any of these at-bats. 2 strikes. Taylor at second with nobody out. Wesley Bass takes a called strike 3. Right through the heart, fooled him on a breaking ball. Was sitting fastball, and he's going to look in for Capel's third strikeout.
I think the Indians are aware of Capel's pitch count. A lefty starting to get loose for Santa Maria.
The Stompers, in comparison, have yet to win 3 games in a row this year. Their longest winning streak is just 2. They've done it 3 times. But if you want to make a run in this league, you're going to have to start stringing together wins, and that's what the Blues and Crawdads have done. Runner at second with 1 out. Infield still back. In on the grass at third is Hayden Hall. Carlson pops it up and fell out of play. And
Kieran,
I'm going to give Hall some advice. Hunter Carlson's not bunting.
You only need to win 2 games in a row twice in the playoffs to lift the
That's
CCL
true.
title. It's not a great logic, but
Sure.
it is correct.
You need 4 from the third spot. You need 4 wins to win the title. And Carlson lined that one into right field. That's a base hit. Dave Hoke is going to send Chase Taylor. Coming up with his Garcia. His throw to the plate is cut off, and the relay is late. Hunter Carlson's team-leading 15th RBI ties this ball game up at 1. 25th.
And then just in the most classic Arnold Carlson way, got it on a good piece of contact, found a good piece of grass, and he came in a big moment. He had some clutch RBIs last week. He gets one here early on against the Indians. Now you got to stack these runs. Put up a crooked number. Take the lead.
Carlson at first, held there by Johnson. Heredia swings first pitch and cranks one deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's way out of here. Mateo Heredia's first home run of the season. A blast out to left. 336 feet. Sonoma on top 3-1.
And it was only a matter of time for Heredia. The way he's been swinging the bat over the last week, had 6 hits against the Crawdads, now jumped up into the top 5 in the team average, 3 doubles, a triple. It was only a matter of time before he'd hit a home run.
Heredia's 12th hit of the season. That's his 5th extra base hit and first long ball. Stompers have a lead. Vassell takes a called strike 1. So right back into the zone comes Capel.
The Indians have only allowed 1 home run against.
Vassell hits this one to left, but it will stay in the yard and find the glove of Geenan.
As I was saying, the Indians have only allowed 1 home run to CCL opponents entering today. So our pitchers have done a good job limiting the long ball. Granted, in limited games, but still.
Angel Garcia hits with the bases empty. He swings for his pitch and bounces it to third. Gloved by Hall. His throw to first is in time. And the side is retired. But the Stompers get 3 runs on 2 hits, courtesy of a Mateo Heredia long ball. They don't leave anybody. Nate Martin takes over on play-by-play for the top of the 4th, with Sonoma now leading at 3-1.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck. Not getting enough Stompers content? Stay connected all season long on social media. Follow at Sonoma Stompers on Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok.
The Stompers have a lead entering the top of the 4th. Jackson Rowland enters with 2 runs to defend. He faces Johnson, McLeod, and Banducci for the second time through. Jackson Rowland put up a clean 1-2-3 inning back in the top of the 3rd. Johnson reached last time up with a hit by pitch. So did McLeod, the man on deck, with a single. So it's a part of the order that produced last time around, as Johnson fouls that one back, 0-1. Johnson, 6'3", 265. Played last year at Cuesta where he hit below 200. 2 home runs and a double, so some decent pop on his 5 hits. He looks at that one inside and low for a called strike 2. Roland quickly ahead here against the leadoff man Johnson. Long stare from the righty, and the delivery away in the dirt, blocked by Carlson, 1-2. Fun for Jackson Rowland. He has a younger brother named Ethan Rowland, not to be confused with the Ethan Rowland who's already on the team. But that younger brother just joined the Stompers this week. As Jackson Rowland shakes off a sign, and Chris Johnson calls time. Now, I know what you're thinking back home. How can you tell these two Ethan Rowlands apart? Well, one of them spells it with an A-N, the other one with an E-N. The 1-2, low, ball 2. And it's Jackson's brother, Ethan, the one that just joined this week, that spells it with an E-N. To be seen if we see Ethan later today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out to Johnson, who takes a called strike 3. Jackson Rowland's first punch out of the day brings up Caden McLeod with 1 down. McLeod had a single back in the second. He's now 2 for 3 with 2 walks in his CCL career. Has reached more times than he's gotten out. He bounces that one right back up the middle off of the hand of Rowland, fielded by Europero, no throw. We'll see how it's scored. That one went off the backhand lower arm of Rowland, and it's ruled a hit. Tough play for the pitcher to make. Second knock of the day for Caden McLeod brings up Dom Banducci. Banducci struck out back in the second. Now has a team lead 7 in CCL play. Righty on righty, Rowland delivers. A pitch inside, ball 1. Banducci, currently a student at Cal Poly, but does not play on the club nor varsity team. He's ahead 1-0 and bounces that one foul, 1-1. Played at Garcia's Memorial High School in Bakersfield, though, and hit .311 his senior year. Rowland fires. A ball low, 2-1. The 2-1 with a runner on, bounced foul towards manager Michael Tackett. 2-2. Tackett, the chosen leader for this first-year program. The Indians back as a summer ball team for the first time since 2008, where they folded due to the financial crisis. Rowland's 2-strike offering. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Rowland's second of the day, Banducci's second of the day. Bear half off for the inning as the beer batter goes down swinging for the second time today. Brings up Hayden Hall with 2 down. Hall got a RBI, rather a single back in the second. It wasn't an RBI. It was instead the sac fly for the man on deck, Rocco Mucilli. That represents the Indians' lone run as Hall takes that one low for a ball. Hall took a year off after an injury. It's Caden McLeod who's down. Hall is most recently played at Slow High School as a check back on time. In his senior year, he hit just below 300. with 7 doubles. Righty gets the pitch and takes it for a called strike. Count even. 1 on, 2 down. In the top of the 4th, Stompers have a 2-run lead to defend. Roland fires. Pitch low, 2-1. Roland looks back on the runner at first. That's McLeod. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Roland looking to strike out the side here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Both punchies. The pitch. Check swing, but Hall held up. 3-2, full count. Check back over at first. Not in time. Roland looking to hold McLeod there. Get to see a stolen base today from the Indians. But the runner will be running here on a 3-2, 2 down. The pitch. And the dirt ball 4. A 2-out walk to bring up the top of the order. And the Indians have a runner in scoring position for the first time since the 2nd. With 2 down, brings up Rocco Mucilli. Struck out back in the 1st, had a sac fly in the game's only, and the Indians' only RBI back in the 2nd. The righty digs in to face Jackson Roland for the first time today. As Roland looks back at McLeod on 2nd and fires. A called ball. Pitch low and out of his zone. The 1-0. Check swing. Appeal down the 1st. Unsuccessful. Mucilli out ahead here, 2-0. Mucilli, the Santa Cruz native. He's the Indian closest to Sonoma. This is his hometown. He plays his collegiate ball at Chandler Gilbert. The 2-0 misses outside, and Roland in a sticky situation. 3 balls, 2 out. Has a base open. You don't want to give it, though. The pitch, all 4 low, and there's nowhere to put Jerome Damery, who comes up to the plate here. Jerome Damery into the batter's box as Carlson and Roland having a word. Angel Garcia, another catcher as well, heads over. Carlson and Garcia, 2 of 4 catchers on the Stompers roster with Gage McCown and Andrew Bonfili. It's a group that is constantly comparing notes with each other, trading knowledge, pushing each other to be better. Carlson's going to have to be really solid behind the plate now. With the bases loaded, you want to keep this a 2-run game. First pitch, called strike on the outer half. Damery behind. He's 1 for 2 today with a single back in the 1st and a fly out back in the 2nd. Roland trying to get out of his position. The pitch, bounced over to 2nd. Europero charges on, throws over to 1st. In time, the side is retired. The Indians leave the bases loaded on a hit and 2 walks. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Stompers lead by 2.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana ice cream and treats to the family. La Michoacana ice cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
A new arm into the game here for the Santa Maria Indians. Omar Reynoso relieves Drew Capel of pitching duties. Capel, 3 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch, 3 strikeouts. He surrendered a home run to Mateo Heredia. And through 3 innings, through 71 pitches, a tough outing, at least in terms of getting outs, but limited Sonoma to just 3 runs. Reynoso deals the first pitch, called a strike. A CCL veteran, the lefty. Pitched for the Slow Blues back in 2024. 27 ERA. He's ahead here, 0-2 on a beautiful breaking ball to Europero, facing the bottom of the order, Europero, Ayala, and Johnston. Reynoso fires. Europero hits that one into shallow left. Damery and Janine running onto it, and it's Janine who can't make the play. Europero holds up at first. He thought that was going to be a catch. It was a pretty simple play for Geenan to get. And kind of similar to Wesley Bass's drop back in the second. I don't even know if you could call it a drop. It was one that just kind of was misjudged by Bass, and I would say that Geenan probably should have made that catch, but it was one where no one really called for it. I guess you'd rule that a hit on a technicality that no one went for it, as Ayala gets ahead here 1-0. Ball too high, and Gregory, the catcher, popped up to check back on Europero at first, but Europero headed back in. It's the second appearance in the CCL for Reynoso. He pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 3 runs, 1 of them earned against the Blues. And the Indians' lone CCL win, but he's behind here 3-0 against Ayala. Ayala looking for his second walk of the game. The pitch, called strike 1. Hitters count to Bryson Ayala. He has Europero on first. Reynoso deals. He checks back on first, in and out of the glove of Johnson. Europero would have beat it anyways. Ayala, a lot more mature of an approach in his at-bats. Seeing his on-base percentage climb up, he's worked a ton of walks over the last week, and he works another one there. A pitch a little too tight. Ayala's on for the second time today, puts runners on first and second with nobody out for Connor Johnston. Johnston struck out swinging. He's below the Mendoza line this summer for the Stompers, but 5 RBI, a double. Has some decent pop. A double would extend the Stompers' lead at the very least. His first time facing Reynoso. A pitch he shows bunt and pulls it back. 1-0. Reynoso played his college ball most recently at Allen Hancock. Made 14 appearances, 4 of them starts. ERA just north of 7. Struck out 15. Johnson shows bunt again, pulls it back. On a pitch low, 2-0. Johnson and Hall playing in. Namery and Mucilli not really playing for a double play ball. Mucilli shaded to the left. Johnson lays down a bunt foul, 2-1. Tried to bounce that one up the third base side. And Johnson's showing a lot of intent. He's putting his bat out early. That's to throw off the pitcher and the defense. It's something that hitting coach Paul Matarena really stresses. Has another opportunity to do so here on a 2-1 with 2 on, nobody out. From the left-hand side, facing the lefty Reynoso. So he shows bunt and lays one down foul yet again. Now you'd imagine Johnson won't go for that again in a 2-strike count. Even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Europero at second, Ayala at first. The top of the order, Chase Taylor on deck. Sonoma trying to extend a 2-run lead. Reynoso looks back at second and fires. A pitch in and out of a glove of Gregory, and the runners advance. 2 into scoring position. Johnston might as well have bunted and not get out. It's now a 3-2 count with first base open, and if he can see another ball, it'd be the bases loaded with nobody out for Sonoma. Reynoso back to the mound. The left ain't a spot of bother. His infield playing in. They do not want runs to score. Hitting room up the middle, right side of the infield for Connor Johnston. Full count, nobody out with first base open. Reynoso pitches. Bounced over to second. Throw just heads to first. The runners hold. That's why you play the infield in. It was a weakly hit ball over to Mucilli. The runners held after he looked over and just made the easy flip over to first. An unproductive out for Sonoma. Brings up Chase Taylor with 2 in scoring position. 1 down. Taylor 0 for 1 today with a walk. Enfield plays in yet again. First pitch, a breaking ball, high and outside, ball 1. Taylor has gotten an RBI in 2 of his last 3 starts. Looking for another here. He swings and misses at that one. 1-1. The Yukon Husky looking to break this game open early. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings and misses at a breaking ball again, 1-2. Reynoso with a beautiful curveball that Taylor's been early on a couple times in a row. Does he go to it again on a 1-2 count? Europero takes off for home! Safe! Misael Europero steals home! Reynoso sleeping! It's the first time all summer a Stomper's stolen home, and the manager, Michael Tackett, wants a quick word with the home plate umpire, John Pierce. A great read from Misael. 4-1. Ayala advances the third. The infield plays in. The 1-2 to Taylor. Breaking ball popped foul. Gregory tracks over. It goes over his head and over ours, over the press box behind home plate and out of play. How can you not love that aggression from Misael Europero, proving why he's a fan favorite at Arnold. The 1-2 taken outside, ball 2. Feels like every single time he steps up to bat, he gets some of the biggest cheers out of any Stomper. The Arnold crowd have adopted to him very quickly. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor bounces that one over to second. Muchili fields, throws over to first in time, but Ayala crosses the plate. Taylor's 6th RBI extends Sonoma's lead to 4. And it's back-to-back crooked numbers for the Stomps. They lead 5-1. Brings up Wesley Bass with 2 down, nobody on. 0-for-1 with a hit by pitch and a strikeout looking. He swings and misses on that one. 0-1. The 0-1. Bass takes that one inside for a ball. Wesley looking to keep the inning going. The infield now back at normal depth for the Indians with nobody on. The 1-1 with 2 down. Bass hits that one high to center. Garcia heads to his left and makes the grab for out number 3. 2 runs come across the plate on a hit and a stolen base home for Misael Europero. We head to the top of the 5th. Stompers lead by 4.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
A new arm into the game from one Roland to another. Ethan Roland, Jackson's brother, makes his Stompers debut. The Modesto Junior College righty fires a first pitch. Called the ball low and in. The 5'9", 185-pound utility man from Modesto, mainly going to be used as a pitcher here at Arnold.
Welcome to the Arnold Field mound. Ethan Rowland fell off on his first pitch. Got to really lock down your landing spot.
Gets back in the count there, 1-1. And his second season with Modesto, pitched to a 9.9 ERA over 10 appearances across 10 innings. One of those a start. Walked 7, struck out 5, attacked in the zone, allowed 13 hits. He's back in the zone there, ahead 1-2 to Garrett Geenan. His brother Jackson went 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Ethan, a strike away from getting his first punch out as a Stomper. Check swing, Geenan went around. And that's how Ethan Rowland gets his first strikeout as a Sonoma Stomper in 2026. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Brings up Gregory, who struck out back in the first, grounded out back in the third, 0 for 2 today. Rowland fires. A called ball low and inside. And it's just another instance of family here with the Stompers. Nick and Ben Sebastiani are cousins. Misael Europero and Angel Garcia, who are sharing the right side of infield currently, are also cousins. Jackson Rowland and Ethan Rowland, the first set of brothers we've had this year. Rowland behind 2-0 here to Gregory. High on the season, 3 for 14. The pitch, outside, ball 3.
A second set of brothers to play for the Stompers in the past 4 years. The Martinez brothers played here in 2023. And they both hit a grand slam in the same game.
That one hit high to center. Taylor tracking back and makes the grab. It's the deepest center field in the CCL for a reason. It's tough to hit one out of there, and Taylor had no problem with that one. 2 down in Rowland's first inning as a Stomper.
Deepest center field with a fence, Nate. I think our
That is very
San
true.
Francisco center field's still going to here.
There really is no limit to it.
There is no limit to this.
Well, it's technically facing towards
the second field. There's a backstop.
There is a backstop, and it's
Probably
technically
650 feet away from home plate.
that one fouled off. The Seagulls in the center field though is facing southwest.
Yeah, it's not.
This one's facing more northeast.
Big geography guy.
I do my best.
Not a math broadcast, maybe a geography podcast.
Did you not hear my pie call?
I did.
Roland misses that one.
I did, but
very inside.
Remember when I asked you to divide 42 by 9, and it took us both of us 2.5 hitters to get it done?
52, and I was gonna bring up how every single multiple of 9, you can add them up to 9. So 54, 5 plus 4 equals 9.
Well, you remember this now. I asked you in the second inning, you couldn't come up
Well, we were
with
both
that.
equally slow as Roland's
Exactly.
behind 2-1. Maybe we should stick to calling the game and
I
let
think so.
our stats
We have
guy,
Luca
Sebastiani.
and Peyton to do the stats for us.
That one hit the center again. Taylor tracks over into left center, high and deep, and he makes the grab. A lot more tricky of a play, but Chase Taylor, a plus defender out there, makes the grab. 3 up, 3 down for Ethan Rowland's first inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stompers looking to extend a 4-run lead.
The official headwear provider for the Sonoma Stompers is Melvin Roy. Melvin Roy hats, made to be lived in. From baseball nights in Sonoma to road trips anywhere. Everyday moments, Melvin Roy hats. This is legacy in motion. Melvin Roy. This season, AVA Tractor LLC is proud to support local baseball and the farming community that helps keep the wine country working. AVA Tractor provides vineyard-focused equipment for serious growers, including Deutz Fahr tractors. From daily farming needs to the next generation of vineyard equipment, AVA Tractor is built for Napa and Sonoma growers who need ROI, local support, and equipment that can work in real vineyard conditions. Hit it out of the park with AVA Tractor LLC. Solutions made for your vineyard. Hey, Stomper fans! Sonoma Springs Brewing Company has created a new special beer just for us. It's called On Deck. It's a light, crisp lager brewed for a smooth, refreshing finish. The perfect beer to enjoy here at Arnold Field or anytime you're thirsty. Sonoma Springs and the Sonoma Stompers, where your next beer is always on deck.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
We know you love watching the game on the Stompers YouTube channel, but nothing beats coming out to the park. Support your Stompers at Arnold Field all summer long. Get your tickets at stompersbaseball.com or give us a call at 707-522-7284.
Hunter Carlson up here to start the bottom of the fifth. Had an RBI single back in the third. His 25th ribby of the season, leads the Stompers by a comfortable margin. It's a reason why he's heading to Reno tomorrow, as he looks at that one for a called strike one. Him, Tino Vassell, and Sam Schnitzer heading up to the second biggest city in Nevada.
Geography guy.
Again,
Is that true?
I believe so. A swing and miss, strike two. Their slogan is the biggest little city in the world. You're going to find out if that's true or not, Karen.
I'm on assignment.
You'll have me on play-by-play for the next 2 days and Lucas Sebastiani on color.
See what he's got.
I, for one, am looking forward to it.
If he does well, I'm never coming back.
The 0-2, Carlson hits that one, fouling out of play up the left field side.
Just like on the ball field, everybody's replaceable.
Except for Hunter Carlson, who's hitting .290 and has been one of the best hitters in the CCL this summer. He's behind 0-2. Hits that one over to second into the glove of Mucilli. And L4 right to second baseman. Brings up Mateo Heredia with one down. Mateo has been at both ends of the spectrum today. Grounded out into a double play to end the first, but then got his first home run of a summer in the third. I think you'd trade a double play for a home run any day of the week. His first time facing Omar Reynoso. First pitch taken for a called strike one. Reynoso on his second school in 2 years. Started out at CSM, the College of San Mateo, and now at Allen Hancock. He's also on his second CCL team in 3 years, a 2024 Slow Blue. The 0-1. Heredia bounces that one over to short. Damery Fields throws over in time for the second out of the inning.
That's a really nice play by Damery on what turned into a tough hop. He just didn't let it eat him up. He gloved it to the side of his body, turned, and then threw him out at first.
It's a tough infield to play here at Arnold, but Damery has been solid so far. Turned the double play back in the first. Got a nice ground out there Two down to bring up Tino Vassell, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. Lefty on lefty, Reynoso fires. A breaking ball called strike.
Sonoma still only has 2 hits in this game.
They lead by 4. Funny how baseball works like that. Vassell's 0-1, bounced foul. Back into the backstop, 0-2. Tino trying to spur a 2-out rally. The pitch in the dirt, 0-1. Tino gets the 1-2. Away, ball 2 coming back in the count here on 2 rough misses for Reynoso, both low and one past the catcher. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Vassell, swing and a miss. Into the glove of Gregory, and he couldn't hang on to it. A lucky break for Tino, just got a piece of lumber to the ball. We'll do it again. The pitch. Low, ball 3. Vassell was down 0-2. He's worked himself back into a full count here. Trying to extend the inning and bring up Angel Garcia. The full count. Low, ball 4. Vassell, a professional at bat, was down 0-2 and came back to walk a full pitch, a full count walk. Brings up Angel Garcia with 2 down.
Angel Garcia.
Garcia got a walk back in the second. That was the first of a year that Drew Capel allowed. He's currently in line for a loss if the result holds. Lefty on righty. Reynoso looks over to first and checks back on Vassell. A good throw, but not in time. Vassell dove back in time. Garcia has 3 extra base hits on the year, including a homer. He's about to see his first from Reynoso. Vassell takes off, fouled back, 0-1.
Got a pitch to Hamble, 85, center cut. Just on it, though. Fouled it straight back to the screen.
His cousin Europero on deck. Does Vassell take off again on the 0-1? Crouches low and holds. Garcia takes a cold strike 2. Reynoso out ahead like he was against Vassell before Tino came back in the count to work or walk. Garcia has to do the same if he wants to keep the inning going, or a base hit would do as well. Both work with me.
Empty right side, too.
Breaking ball fouled into the leg of Garcia.
Hit him in the foot, I think. Directly onto that back foot.
He's got a protector on the front foot. Bare on the backside. No protection on his back foot, back leg. Just some navy Nike cleats. Trying to come back in the count here. Has Vassell on first with 2 outs. Reynoso looks over and delivers. Garcia hits that one high the other way. McLeod chases over into foul territory, dives out, and cannot make the grab. A head-first dive from Caden McLeod, trying to record out 3, but he couldn't make the grab. A really good effort from the right fielder. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Vassell on first. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Stompers lead by 4. A righty starting to get loose for the Indians. The pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3, swinging. Garcia gets fooled by the off speed, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. So we head to the top of the 6th. Sonoma leads by 4.
Nestled in the heart of Sonoma, Verano Cafe stands as the answer to locals yearning for wholesome food. Opened by Veronica Perez and Carlos Rubio, this cozy diner is nestled conveniently at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue. At Verano Cafe, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are experiences crafted with love and local ingredients. Each dish is a symphony of taste. But Verano Cafe isn't just about breakfast. Their lunch menu features favorites like fish and chips and classic French dishes catering to all tastes. Dinner includes house-made pasta dishes and elegant entrees. What really sets Verano Cafe apart is its commitment to quality and community. With locally sourced ingredients and a dedicated team that feels like family, Verano Cafe offers a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Whether you're a Sonoma local or a visitor, Verano Cafe promises to elevate your dining experience. Join us today and become a part of the Verano Cafe family. Verano Cafe, located at the crossroads of Highway 12 and Verano Avenue in Sonoma.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
The YMCA rings out at Arnold Field. Mateo Heredia getting in on the fun, doing the dance himself after, hey, Trey requested. Trey's birthday today, celebrating 21 years. Happy birthday to Trey.
I'd be doing YMCA too if I had that 2-run home run that Heredia had back in the 3rd.
Brady Carvalho enters into the game after Ethan Rowland made his first inning of work as a Sonoma Stomper. No hits, no runs, no walks. 1 strikeout, a solid debut for Ethan. Brings up Brady Carvalho, a 6'2" lefty from Linden, California. Another Modesto JC guy making his 5th appearance of the summer. He starts off facing the righty Chris Johnson. First pitch, a ball below the knees. Carvalho has given up 7 runs, all of them unearned, on 7 hits and 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. He gets a swing and miss to get back in the count. 1-1, but his last appearance was probably his best of a summer. Clean inning with a strikeout against the Merchants back on June 26th in a 3-run win. Gets back behind 2-1 to Johnston. 0 for 1 today with a hit by pitch and a strikeout looking. His 3rd time being the first man to open an inning for Santa Maria. He started the 2nd, the 4th, and now the 6th. The 2-1. Called, strike 2. If you want to see Mateo Heredia do the YMCA, you can get tickets at StompersBaseball.com. Game 2 against the Indians tomorrow night at 6:05 as Carvalho steps off the mound. And then the 4th of July against Novato Knicks, the best day at Arnold Field each year. As the 2-2 comes in, hits Johnson. They're going to peel down the first to say he went around on a check swing. And the appeal is unsuccessful. Johnson will head to first.
I think you have to have a look there, right? I understand that it hit him and you hope he's okay, but he definitely started that swing and was very near to going more than halfway.
I'm surprised to see no complaints from Zach Pace in the dugout, but he seems content. Johnson, his second hit by pitch of the day. I mean, with those numbers, you could see him in a Stomper uniform next week. That one bounced over to first, and it gets under the glove of Garcia. A hit for Kanan McLeod. His third of the day. Puts runners on first and second, nobody out. Rating confirmation in that scoring position. That scoring decision brings up Dom Banducci. He struck out twice today to 2 different pitchers. He's now facing Brady Carvalho, the lefty. And rather, it's a new man, AP Antonio Giovanni. The outfielder from Bakersfield. From one Italian to another. Banducci to Anton Giovanni. Anton Giovanni ahead 1-0. Hits that one over to second. Europero struggles with it. Flips over to second in time. To first, double play. The new DH goes down 4-6-3. The lead runner, Johnson, advances to third. 2 down in the inning. Brings up Hayden Hall. He's reached both times today with a single and a walk. Has a runner on third with 2 down. Carvalho fires. A pitch blown away, ball 1. Clarification on that scoring decision on McLeod. It will be ruled an E3 on Angel Garcia. So that run would be unearned if it comes home on Brady Carvalho. Carvalho doesn't want that to come home, though. He misses high, 2-0. Looking for his second straight clean inning in a Stomper uniform. Hoping for some midseason form. The 2-0. Misses away, ball 3. Three misses to Hayden Hall, who's already worked a walk back in the 4th. Had a single on the 2nd. Him and McLeod are the only 2 Indians to reach every single time they've been up. Can Carvalho change that? The 3-0 misses away, ball 4. No, he cannot. Runners on the corners for the top of the order with 2 down. Rocco Mucchili steps up with runners on the corners. 4-run game. And the Indians have 3 more hits than the Stompers. The pitch, a called strike. Carvalho finds the zone after 4 straight misses. Mucchili 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a walk. He swings and misses at that one, 0-2. Johnson at third, Hall at first. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Carvalho looks over at first and comes home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Carvalho leaves the runner at third. We head to the bottom of the 6th on no hits. 1 error, 2 left. Sonoma leads by 4.
In your quest for roofing services, look no further than Crandall Roofing. Crandall's dedicated team of professionals guarantees excellence, from roof repairs to installations. Crandall delivers top-notch solutions with unmatched value. Crandall Roofing uses only Class A fire-rated materials, and Crandall Roofing is certified by the manufacturer to extend warranties up to 50 years of coverage. Crandall Roofing's simple pricing for roof services ensures transparency and ease. With straightforward rates and no hidden fees, Crandall Roofing makes roofing solutions accessible for all. Let your next roof be your last roof. Crandall Roofing, Diamond certified and proud. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Omar Reynoso enters inning number 3. The first batter he faced in the 4th is the first batter he faces here in the 6th. Misael Urapero up for a 3rd time today. Reached on an E7 back in the 4th and then stole home. First time all summer we've seen a Stomper steal home.
True steal of home, too.
Exactly. It was a great read by Misa. Lefty on lefty, first pitch, a called strike 1. It'll be Ayala and Johnston after that. Urapero, the Youngstown State Penguin, takes a high ball 1.
Now batting, number 46, Misael Urapero.
Was a defensive sub at Walnut Creek yesterday. Didn't get an at-bat. He's 0 for 2 today. He hits that one high to left. Similar spot where Geenan couldn't handle it. He's got a read on this one and makes the grab.
Two-handed catch this time. No mistakes.
Now batting,
3rd straight ball hit to left from Misael Urapero. 2 of them been caught. One of them was an inning 7 that resulted in a run for Urapero later in the inning. Brings up Bryson Ayala. Walked both times he's been up. This is his 3rd plate appearance. Stringing together some quality at-bats. Can that turn into hits for Ayala, who's just hitting 137 this year? He takes a called strike 1 against Reynoso, 0-1. The Tulane Green Wave. Takes a pitch low, ball 1. He's someone who, if he can break out in the second half of the season, that feels like a big deal for the Stompers.
Yeah, some production at the bottom of the lineup, especially out of his shortstop position. Case Duramolar was good before he's still away on his visit to Vanguard. They're going to be happy to have him back. And if Ayala gets going at the plate, which it seems like he's about to do, it's going to be a great shortstop duo.
That one misses outside ball 2. It's an important position, shortstop. Captain of the infield. Both have had their mistakes defensively as Ayala cranks that one foul. Way out of play.
Slider in on the hands. Just was way too around it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down to Bryson Ayala. The pitch. Breaking ball, strike 3. Ayala chases on the outside and goes down for the first time tonight. Brings up Connor Johnston with 2 out. Johnston 0 for 2 today with a strikeout of his own. Stompers swing and miss problems, not as big today, only 5. A team that's averaging over 10 entering today. And a big swing and miss there from Johnson, chasing a pitch low. Johnson now has 12 on the year to just 2 walks. He bounces that one over to first, goes foul.
Yeah, CJ was unable to get the bunt down back in the 4th inning. Couple push bunts up the third base line, couldn't get either down, ended up hitting a ground ball. It could not get the job done with the infield in.
It's part of a situational hitting that the Stompers practice, and Johnston couldn't capitalize there, now hoping to do so with nobody on, 2 out. The pitch hits that one over to short. Damery Fields throws across in time for the 3rd out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning, the first of a day for Indians pitching, ends the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th with Kieran Costa back on play-by-play for the final time this week here on the Sonoma Stompers Broadcast Network.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma.
Welcome back for the top of the 7th inning. I'm Kieran Costa, joined by longtime Sonoma State baseball coach John Geltz. And Coach, I'm going to be honest with you, I had to Google your first name before you came on. I always thought you were just Coach Geltz or Geltzy. How many people call you John these days?
Well, I actually forgot my name because I got called Coach Geltz a lot.
Over what? Over 40 years at Sonoma State? Just about 40 years?
I was 39 years at Sonoma State, and I coached 6 years at San Francisco State, so I spent 45 years coaching college baseball.
And Scotty Cotto, the new man into the game, as I know he's staying with you this summer. You're obviously no longer head coach of a baseball team. What's it like to still get to be around the game and have a guy that you're mentoring like Scotty?
Yeah, it's great. I see a lot of games. I've spent a little time with Scotty. He's coming off a tough arm injury. He's going to be, I think, really good. He's got a good arm, but he had a tough surgery. He had, Tommy John, and he's just now finding his release point.
He gets a first batter of the inning, Damery to hit a ground ball to first. Garcia makes the play, and you've been around baseball obviously forever, as I've said. What's the Tommy John process like on the rehab side? And then Tommy John was definitely less common when you started coaching. Now there's guys getting it in high school, and they have 2 by their junior year of college.
Yeah, when I was a kid, guys would rupture that tendon, and that was it. They'd be through. And there's a new surgery now where they attach your ligament to an artificial ligament, and if your tendon's not torn all the way, it's just a faster healing time. So Scotty wasn't able to get that surgery, so he's about a year out now, which is pretty good. He'll be good by next fall for sure.
He's working in a 1-1 count against Geenan, and he misses outside 1-0 at 81 miles an hour. And Scotty, an older guy, definitely. We see some of these younger guys get over-amped on the mound, things like that.
Yeah.
Scotty, not a good example of this question, but like if you see a pitcher struggling, maybe mentally struggling out on the hill, what would you go tell him if you went to talk to him?
Well, we depend on the guy. Everybody has their own personality, so sometimes you just have to go out there and slow the game down for them, because even Scotty, even though he's a veteran now, he's been around a long time, when you haven't pitched for a year, it shakes your confidence, and then you have to get your confidence back, and you get that back by getting batters out. And the first game I watched him throw, he was just overthrowing and throwing the ball out over the plate. I mean, now he's pitching a little more, although he's got a 3-2 count here, so you better make a good pitch here.
3-2 on Geenan, who's singled, flown out, and struck out so far against 3 different Stomper pitchers, and he'll have to see another pitch from Cotto as the battle continues. Another one about your long time at Sonoma State. I feel like maybe it's less so in the coaching sphere, but seems like sports in general, the idea of loyalty is sort of going away, right? It feels like every college baseball player has played for 4 schools by the time they graduate, right?
I think that part is true, but I think when you work hard and you show the kids that you care about them. We only had 2 kids that were really good players ever transferred out of Sonoma State, and they both went and played in Division I and excelled. But we had a lot of great players. We had 200 kids sign pro contracts during the time I was there, and we had 450 guys, go off into coaching. And the entire Stomper coaching staff are all great guys, and they all played for me or coached with me. So it's really exciting to come to a game like this and watch these guys work and see how much joy they're having and how much fun the kids are having playing.
Cotto gets the strikeout of Geenan and now is ahead of Gregory, 0-1, doing a nice job of getting ahead of hitters here in what's his 6th appearance, as that one misses low, 1-1. And Zach Pace has had some strong success, now his 8th year as the manager of the Stompers. What's it like to see him? He was, of course, an assistant coach for you.
Yeah.
What's it like to see him grow as in the managerial role?
He was a great player, and he came from a great family. His family's wonderful. Dad's a good guy. Mom's great. And just a really disciplined guy and a hard worker. When he played for me, he led by example on the team, and he went off and I think he played for 11 years in professional baseball.
That he did.
You don't do that unless you're, a special kind of person.
We're going to keep it here through the bottom of the 7th with Coach Gels as Scotty Cotto. There's the 1-2-3 inning. It's sort of been elusive to him all year. This is what the coaching staff wanted. I talked to Mike Nunez, the Stompers pitching coach, and he said Scotty's issue is the stuff is there, the confidence is there. The only issue is that sometimes he'll just leave it at thigh height or a little above, a strikeout and a couple ground balls. He did exactly what Zach Pace has told me. I've talked to Zach Pace for about 15 minutes a day, 6 days a week for 3 years, and you know what he'll tell me every single time? I'll try and ask him any question about pitching. You just have to fill up the zone and keep it down.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Scotty did there.
Yeah, he did. He threw great.
Any Zach Pace isms that you've taught him? How do I get him to tell me how to attack a hitter other than just keep it down in the zone?
We used to always tell our pitchers, you got to get them out on the first 3 pitches, or they're on base on the first 3 pitches, or you're ahead after 3 pitches. The problem, is obviously throwing strikes and getting ahead in the count. And I can see that Scotty did that tonight. Really, really nice job.
And one of your sayings that Zach Pace has taught me is that winning's the best deodorant. And he hasn't had to tell me that a lot over the last 2 seasons. The Stompers have been in playoff position. They've played really well. He had not had a 3-game losing streak in the 2 years I've been covering him, and this year it hasn't been as pretty in years past. The Stompers still holding a playoff spot, 10-13. He's been on a staff with you, obviously, with teams that struggle. As a manager, what's it like to see a team struggle, and at times it's a helpless feeling? What can he really do to sort of to push this team through?
I think one of the things you do when you coach a team and the team's struggling is you try to be the same guy you were when the team was doing great. And I think that, that projects confidence and it gives your players confidence. And he's not jumping off the ship or panicking or pointing the fingers at other people. I mean, I hear him talk, and he's just such a wonderful person. And, just work as hard as you can and get better. So it's a new day tomorrow, and it's one day at a time. We used to always say, I coached in Japan, and the Japanese had a saying called Kaizen, and the idea of Kaizen is that you get better in small increments every day. And I know as a player, as a coach, that's the guy Zach Pace is. He's preaches to his players, get a little bit better every day, and he stays true to the plan and the process.
And then the rest of his coaching staff, I mean, you've worked with all of them in some capacity, right?
All of them. Yeah, all of them. They all coached with me, and they all played for me, except for Dave just coached with me, Hoke, and Paul Maturino played for me and coached at Sonoma State. So they have a really good coaching staff. Very impressive group of people.
1-2 to Taylor is high 2-2. Omar Reynoso still out there as Taylor is 0-for-2 with a walk, but one of the more impressive at-bats of this game was Taylor came up with the bases loaded and picked up an RBI ground ball. I mean, I think you've instilled a lot of Zach Pace's small ball mentality into him. That's something he really preaches to these guys.
Yeah, and I think he was that type of a player, coming into play for me. He was our leadoff hitter. He's one of the all-time, I think he might still be the all-time on-base percentage leader in Sonoma State history. And he's just a tough kid, and he was a tough out. And I think, I know that that's the way he coaches too.
And then let's get into some of the other coaching staff a lot. I mean, Zach Pace will be so happy to know that he took up almost 2 batters of this broadcast with us talking about him. Yeah. But Coach Mayo is, a great guy in that locker room, has such a wealth of knowledge to these hitters. Tell me a little bit more about him as a player. I guess I've never really talked to Mayo about his playing days.
Coach Mayo was a very good player, really great junior college career, and he was playing great for us, and he pulled a hamstring. Coach Mayo is the winningest high school coach in the history of this area. I mean, he's obviously a wealth of knowledge and a great guy.
And then Dave Hook and Mike Nunez also worked with you, Coach Gels, as we play here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Stompers still holding that 5-1 lead as that one misses low. Yeah. And you, as a college coach, of course, you do have some player retention. It at times can be a similar squad year to year. So what is it like for this coaching staff to deal with a completely new group of guys? They just start with a brand new ball club every May.
Yeah, every year it's a new team, and you have to learn personalities, and hopefully you're giving them good direction. And the team you started with isn't the team you finish with. So I think that these guys may be a little shaky right now, but I've got a lot of confidence in a week or two these guys are going to be, just that much better because of the people that are coaching them. I really appreciate you asking a bunch of great questions, so it makes it easy for me to respond and talk.
Of course, Coach. Thanks for coming on. And now let's do a little bit of, we can stay through the end of the 7th. Okay. Why not? Let's do a little bit of actual baseball analysis, right? Hunter Carlson on deck. Let's talk about his swing a little bit. I know you've been at the game here. He has the single and 3 at-bats. I know you've barely seen him play, but his lefty swing, he's going to the All-Star game for the Stompers this weekend. He was great at Georgia State. I mean, is there guys that even just in one game watching you can see sort of jump off the field?
Yeah, that usually happens when you watch baseball. Some guys are bigger, stronger, faster, or they just play the game hard with the intensity that catches your eye.
That ball's crushed.
That ball's hit deep. That's going to go out.
That's going to go out. Coach Gels with the home run call for us. Wesley Bass's first extra base hit of the summer. It's a long home run out to left field. Sonoma adds to their lead. It's now 6-1. He got all of that one, Coach.
That's great. Yeah, you know what I like the best about that is that when he hit it, he didn't stand at home plate, toss the bat, he just ran.
And the new age of baseball, definitely a lot more flash, a lot more bat flips. I think Zach Pace and the coaching staff, and clear a lot of that's come from you. And I'm with you on this one. Maybe as a baseball purist, I think you just, especially to make it 6-1 in the 7th inning, you just drop your bat and head to first, right?
Yeah, that's what you do. That's the way you play the game. You don't want to show up the other team, and you certainly don't want them showing you up, right? So there's a certain code on how you play the game. You don't bunt when you're way up. You don't steal a bunch of bases when you're way up. And you don't do things to show up the other team.
Bass delivers. That's his 8th hit of the season. It's RBI number 3. And that's the sort of power that the coaching staff was hoping to see from him after a great year at Georgia State for Wesley. As Carlson, his teammate, cranks this one to right. Cutting over is McLeod. He's not going to get it. It's down into the corner. Carlson heads towards second. The throw is cut off. And so the Georgia State boys go back-to-back extra base hits. I mean, those were 2 pretty swings from first to the right and then the left side, Coach.
Yeah, they were. It looked like they're both pretty good players.
And I know maybe you got out of coaching.
So now let me interview you a little bit. So you went to school.
I did.
Is this your first job, play-by-play?
This is my now. It's been 3.5 seasons with the Stompers.
I know I talked to you last year.
Yeah, last year.
I think it's great. Summer baseball is so much fun.
It's hard to beat summer ball. I started with the Alameda Anchors. They're a Bay Area Collegiate League team, and then that was after my freshman year, and now it's been 3 years here.
Yeah, Coach Arnold at Alameda made it to the finals this year and lost, and they let him go. So when you're talking about loyalty, it's amazing. He coached like 25 years at Alameda and was a legend. They just let him go.
First pitch is a called strike to Heredia, who also has a home run today. Reynoso's still working here in the 7th. The score 6-1 Stompers. His pitch to Heredia. This one's hit hard to left field. Geenan has a beat on this one, not as deep as his home run, and the catch is made. 2 outs.
Well, it's a nice night out here, and you have the 4th of July weekend, so I'm imagining you're going to have quite a few fans here, the next 3 days, so it's kind of exciting.
The grandstand's already been sold out for the 4th of July, so all tickets that you can find on our website, stompersbaseball.com, will be for the open seating out in left field and the tables, and then the bleacher seats.
I was at the fireworks show last year, and it was spectacular. It was wonderful.
Last one for you here. The Santa Maria Indians, you said you've had some experience playing against them, playing with them. Can you tell me about that? I mean, their first year back in business since 2008.
The Santa Maria Indians had been a long time franchise. Ozzie Smith played for the Santa Maria Indians. I played against Ozzie Smith. And Mike Aldretti. I mean, they have a number of guys that became big league players that played there, and Santa Maria would always have, one of the best summer league teams around. So this has been a good program for years.
I mean, Ozzie Smith's a great name to throw out there. What do you think is your maybe, not even Mount Rushmore, just 1 or 2 names of maybe who are the greatest guys you got to coach with, play against, anything like that?
I got to play against Tom Candiotti, pitched at St. Mary's. I got to play against Ozzie Smith, Vaughn Hayes, who was with the Phillies, a guy by the name of Broderick Perkins, who played for the he also played at St. Mary's, and he played for the San Diego Padres and Cleveland Indians. So I got to play against some pretty good players. Wayne Gross played at Cal Poly Pomona when I played, so I played against Wayne Gross.
Carlson takes third base there on what's turned into a real bang-bang play. Wild pitch charged against Reynoso, who's the runner. Vassell starts his swing, appeal to third.
Well, it seems like I'm pretty good luck because the Stompers
I know.
offense is going strong.
Stompers have one already in the inning, a home run. And this is your first time out at Arnold Field this year?
No, I've been here. This is probably my third or fourth game this year.
Hopefully they've all been wins. Vassell takes slow.
I've seen them win, more than they've lost.
That's exactly what the Stompers need to do here on the back stretch of the season. And as a coach, and no, I'm not saying that Zach Pace and this coaching staff hadn't. I've talked to them so much about it. What can you do to try and bring a team together, especially in summer ball where it's such a delicate balance of between, because these guys are here, they're not with their schools, they want to go back, they're hitting 400 with 5 home runs, and if that comes with a couple ground balls with that could have scored runs, they're going to take that.
Yeah, I guarantee you the coaches probably want to win more than the kids. The kids, it's summertime, and they're playing, and they're having fun, and the coaches are trying to teach the game and get to them. So I think one of the things that you do as a coach is you talk to players individually a lot and get a feel for what they're like, and then try to push the right buttons to get them motivated to play. I know, we had I coached a couple of summer league teams, and the kids were at the park every day, and they were working every day. And talking to these coaches, they say the kids, maybe they're not here every day. A guy takes a day off here and there, and that never used to happen. But you just try to motivate the kids to want to be here at the ballpark. And if anybody can do it, these coaches can do it.
Definitely a star-studded coaching staff that Zach Pace has had together for a few years now, as he mentioned, in his 8th year as manager.
I think it's great that his son is coaching first base.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him before the game, and his son's going to pitch, I think, on Saturday, which is pretty exciting.
I know Stompers have an out-of-league game, and there's discussions of Jacoby Heyer, the Stompers' first base coach, getting an inning on the mound, which
that'd be great.
Would be amazing.
Yeah, he's a wonderful kid. The only thing I'm disappointed in tonight is Zach's daughter, Hazel. I used to get to watch her run around the bases.
I know, not here today.
She wears that jersey with Pace on the back, and it's very exciting for me.
She has a locker. Hazel Pace has the locker next to Zach in the clubhouse.
Yeah, Scotty Cato is living with me now, but when Zach was coaching at Sonoma State, he lived with me for a couple of years.
Stolen base for Tino Vassell. Stolen base number 6. He's yet to be thrown out. This is something, it's the Summers weren't that aggressive on the base paths earlier in the year, but a lot more running and hit and runs, things like that. That seems like it's Zach Pace to a T.
He's trying to generate runs, offense, keep his team in the game, makes the players present, focused.
That's ball 4. The pitch is low. Scoring is Carlson. Vassell's hung up between second and third. He's tagged out at second base. The run does score, so the Stompers end up getting 2 in the inning on a Wesley Bass home run and then a Carlson semi-steal of home. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me up here.
Of course. You can come on anytime this summer. You come to watch Scotty or whatever. We'll be right back for the 8th inning. Sonoma's opened up a pretty safe 7-1 cushion.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers.
Max Mazinter, a new Stomper, a 6'5", 208-pound right-handed pitcher from Scottsdale, Arizona. Redshirted his last season, which would have been his junior year at Tulane. He played 2 seasons at South Mountain Community College. Had success there, made it to the D1 level. He's now back in the portal, had just an inning and a third for the Green Wave. It's his Stomper debut. Let's see what he can do as he faces Josue Garcia. And the first pitch, 90 miles an hour on the fastball. That's what we were promised. A live arm from the right. He misses. 1 ball and no strikes.
And I'm going to sound like a broken record, Karen, but 90 miles an hour in the zone in this league, you're a competitive pitcher that can pitch in late inning situations like these.
Fastball at 91 finds the outside corner. And if Scotty Cotto showed us anything in that 7th inning, as you just have to be in the zone and below the knees at no matter any velocity. Cotto working back from Tommy John, sitting in the low to mid 8s on his return. Worked a 1-2-3 inning with a couple of ground balls and a strikeout. Mazinter back to the fastball 91. Splits the plate. Max in the portal looking at a couple of schools that hoping to commit himself to a place for the fall in the coming weeks. Ahead of Jose Garcia, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch is up and outside 92. He's 88 to 92 on the fastball.
And it's important for Stompers to get some more good pitching because they're losing some good pitching. Jake Andreas, the best starter for Sonoma over the last couple of weeks, is leaving the team after a month. Luke Smolik heading to a new opportunity out in Ohio.
2-2 pitch is a slider, and it's fouled off. It's a fastball, a cutter, a changeup, and a slider for Max.
My point is you need to have new production that can on a live arm because that's what's going to make you competitive in this league.
Max has topped out at 93 working out this summer. His 2-2 pitch is at 90 off the corner away. The count's full 3-2. Top of the 8th inning. Sonoma leads it 7-1. Payoff pitch to Garcia. High, ball 4. And that's a leadoff walk here in the 8th inning.
And the second debut we've seen out of the Stomper pitcher today, Ethan Rowland, had a 1-2-3 inning back in the 5th. So Mazinter, I'm going to put up some zeros, get some strikeouts. That'd be a great debut in my eye.
Johnson, a right-handed hitter, has been hit by a pitch twice and struck out looking. Runner at first, Garcia, inching off the bag, held by Angel Garcia. That pitch misses low and outside 1-0. Cutter from Mazinter. Looking for a 2-ball to get out of this jam with 1 on and no out. The pitch is hit hard and foul down the left field line and out of play.
Sonoma and Santa Maria go at it again tomorrow at 6:05. That will be the last league game of the week. Sonoma trying to close it out today, get a win tomorrow, and head into the second half of the season, the post-All-Star break, if you will, at 12-13. Lots of work to do before then. There's the slider, and it misses down and away 2-1.
If you can get a win tonight and tomorrow, you'd be tying your longest win streak of the season as well.
Stompers yet to find a third consecutive win. Currently on an L2, both of those to Walnut Creek. The pitch here, Mazinter misses inside. It's 3-1. And then coming out of the All-Star break, it's a couple winnable games against San Francisco. This is the week that was circled on the calendars for a little bit. You have San Francisco for 3 and the Philippines baseball group for 2 with Alameda thrown in there as well. Mazinter's 3-1. Popped up, fouling out of play.
And it's an Alameda team that Sonoma has gotten a couple wins off in a row. And up until that big win over Walnut Creek, the Merchants were on a big losing streak.
Sonoma's taken 4 out of the 6 with Alameda. Payoff pitch comes from Mazinter. Upstairs, fastball misses for ball 4. A couple of walks to start the inning and start a Stomper debut, and that brings up Caden McLeod.
I think Mazinter's just got to attack in the zone and trust his stuff to compete at the very least. If not his defense to make plays. Well, it has to be said, we've seen some of the better Stompers arms this summer have a tough first start. Jake Andres had a really tough first start. Others as well.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 16, Caden McLeod.
2 on, no out. Mazinter to McLeod, swing and a miss. Mazinter looking for a strikeout or a 2-ball. We got 1. Misses upstairs with the fastball. It's been heater heavy. Here in that pitch is sitting 90-91. One. McLeod takes a called strike. A.P. Anto Giovanni waits on deck. One, 2 offer. Misses outside 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, nobody out, top of the 8th inning. Mazinter's pitch, McLeod takes well below the zone. All of a sudden, the count is full. One more wide one would have walked the bases loaded with nobody out. Payoff pitch, McLeod takes low. Over through the fastball at 91, 3 consecutive walks. And now the bases are loaded with nobody out. Anto Giovanni, a right-handed hitter. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play, is only at bat. And before AP's at bat, there'll be a meeting at the mound.
walks weren't really an issue for Mazinter in his last full season of college baseball at South Mountain Community College. 25 and 38 and a third.
And luckily for Sonoma, he is working with a 6-run advantage.
Yeah, and that's a big plus for Sonoma. Mazinter was really solid with South Mountain. 45 strikeouts and 38 and a third. So it shows his stuff can be competitive in the zone. Just has to induce some swing and misses here at the very least to get out of this inning.
I was talking to Mike Nunez, who's making his way back to the dugout before the game, about what leads to command issues. And he said it's not usually mechanical at this level. You just have to throw innings and get guys out. That's what Coach Gelt said as well. The more time you spend on the mound, the more comfortable you get. You believe you can get guys out. Trust your stuff in the zone, and I think Mazinter 100% trusts his stuff in the zone. Hasn't been on the mound against in a game situation in a little while, maybe struggling there. And Anto Giovanni swings at the first pitch.
It's hard not to have confidence after seeing a swing and miss like that on a fastball at the top of the zone.
Anto Giovanni uber aggressive after 3 straight walks, swings first pitch. 0-1. Popped up. Very shallow right. Wesley Bass will make the catch, and his throw home will be cut off. Sac fly for Anto Giovanni. Scoring from third was Garcia. Holding at second was Johnson, and at first was McLeod.
You'll happily trade that out for a run. Still a 5-run cushion here for Sonoma.
And one good pitch to Hayden Hall could induce an inning-ending double play.
And luckily there's not a runner at third. So if you hit a similar hit like that, at the very least the runner's only, at the very most, the runner's only advancing to third.
Wesley Bass decided not to try and get the out at the plate. Instead, he opted to hold the runners by throwing into the cutoff man.
And that's the right call. It's a veteran play from Bass.
And he gets a called strike one, does Mazinter on a 90-mile-per-hour fastball in the inner corner. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball just low. Mazinter's been all around the zone. None of the misses have been too extreme for Max. Two on, 1 out, 1 already home in the top of this 8th. The pitch, swing and a miss. The count's 1-2. 90 again, challenged him in the zone at the top of it. Ayala Europero play for 2 up the middle. Garcia behind the runner at first. 1-2 pitch. Fastball got him looking, stared at 91 right down the middle, and that's Max Mazinter's first strikeout as a Stomper. Hayden Hall gone looking, and it's back to the top in Rocco Mucilli.
And sometimes that's all you need as a pitcher. You talk about confidence and command kind of going hand in hand. Strikeout like that gets you back in the zone.
Misses high with a fastball at 90. Michael Tackett instructing from the third base coaching box, imploring his leadoff man to get a pitch down and attack. 1-0. Whoa. 1-1. And John Pierce has been quite good behind the plate with his zone today. It's held very consistent for both sides and not giving anything at the bottom of the zone. 2-0. Bounce toward shortstop. Ayala fields. He underhands to second just in time to get McLeod, and the side is retired. Just 1 home for the Indians, although they had bases loaded, nobody out. It's 1 run, no hits, no Stomper errors, and 2 left. The last of the 8th innings next. Sonoma 7, Santa Maria 2.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Watch all Stompers home games streamed live on the Sonoma Stompers YouTube channel. You can catch all the action with Kieran Costa and Nate Martin starting 20 minutes before first pitch with the Stompers pregame show. Join us on the road for radio feeds of all Stompers road games, live on the Stompers Radio Network.
2-1 pitch to Keys. That one's bounced towards second. There'll be a play at the plate. They'll throw home from left field. It kicks away. Take about Trent Keys, the walk-off hero. 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Braden Gens pitches. Beal strikes out swinging. Stomps win. The pitch to Sebastiani is hit a mile to deep left field. Coupland back at the track. See you later. Ulysses Call makes his first appearance as a pitcher for Santa Maria. It relieves Omar Reynoso, who in 4 innings gave up 4 runs, 3 earned, with 4 walks, 2 hits, and 2 strikeouts. Ulysses Call gets a called strike at 81 miles an hour. He played for Cal Poly Club Baseball, not the team that made the Super Regionals, the club team. And he pitched in 4 games. And he did not allow a run. Europera serves this one into shallow center. It finds the glove of Damery, the shortstop, who has played an outstanding shortstop today.
Oh, yeah.
One
Absolutely.
of the better games for a shortstop playing their first time at Arnold Field. Has battled through a couple of tough hops and had a beautiful read on that ball that was just flipped out towards center. Brings up Ayala, 3 true outcomes. Today, a couple of walks and a strikeout. First pitch is a called strike one at 69 miles an hour at the bottom of the zone. The pitch to Ayala is outside, 1-1. That's 84 on the fastball,
It's
69 on the hook.
2-0. They said that first pitch missed.
Ayala fouls this one into the glove. It's 2-1.
I mean, that's a tough zone for anyone in the CCL, let alone a kid who pitched 4 innings for a club baseball team.
Ayala bends back out of the way of a curveball. (3-1). Ayala hits this one to shortstop. Damery gloves it at hip height and throws to first to retire Bryson, and there's 2 away.
I mean, granted, Cal Poly Club Baseball competes at the highest level for club baseball.
Now batting, the left fielder for Bellarmine University, number 5, Connor Johnston.
And they were a very competitive team.
Is there a playoff for club baseball? Because it would have had to be after school lets out. Are you allowed to keep a club baseball player late?
Well, for Cal Poly, is that one called strike? I mean, it's a quarter system school. Last regular season week was the 10th of May, so it probably went into postseason.
Pitch to Johnston, beg your pardon, is another curveball. It's almost like an eephus pitch, honestly, when you're looking at it. It's hard to pick up what it is. The pitch to Johnston is low outside, and I think the count is 2-1.
Cal Poly competed in the postseason in the Southern Pacific Regional Tournament. Palm Springs against UC Davis, Grand Canyon, and SDSU.
The pitch to Johnston is fouled back to the screen. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty in the bottom of the 8th. The 2-2 is high, 3-2. Johnston in a battle. Awaiting a 3-2 pitch from Ulysses Call. Call, the abbreviated windup, the pitch. Johnston takes a curveball high and outside. CJ reaches for the first time, and that means that every Stomper has reached base at least once today.
Now batting, the center fielder from UConn, number 1, Chase Taylor.
Chase Taylor gets plate appearance number 5. He's 0 for 3 with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. He swings first pitch and hits it hard to right. McLeod comes in, and it's over his head, rolling all the way to the wall. Dave Hoke will send Connor Johnston, who will score. It's an RBI double for Chase Taylor, his second 2-bagger of the year, and run batted in number 7. Attacked first pitch against Call, who looks a little bit like a position player pitching out there, and Chase Taylor took advantage.
Now batting, the right fielder from Georgia State, number 44.
And now Wesley Bass has a chance if he can connect on this mid to low 8s fastball. He's going to get his second home run as that ball misses low. Bass had 1-0. The wild pitch allows Chase Taylor to take third base, and there's another run 90 feet away for Sonoma, who are even in the hit column, and they lead by 6 runs. That one's going to get past the catcher. It's going to be a pass ball charged to Gregory, and Taylor doubled and then was gifted third and home. The score is now 8-2.
Going back to Cal Poly Club baseball in there.
9-2, beg your pardon.
They made it to the Southern Pacific Regional Tournament. It's all the way to the finals to play UC Davis.
And Wesley Bass has been hit by the pitch. This is where we need Coach Gels back on the broadcast, because the Stompers just took second and third, so third and home, to make it a 9-2 game in the 8th inning. On times, especially on that pass ball, there's a question that maybe Taylor could have held. I don't know if there was any malicious intent behind that fastball that got Wesley Bass clean. 2-0 pitch was a fastball straight towards him. You don't want to make any assumptions.
I think it's hard to say, especially at this level.
As this one's hit hard but foul by Hunter Carlson. The count's 1-1. You never know, just a guess.
I mean, you hope it's not intentional. That's all I'll say.
I don't know. I think what I took away from talking to Coach Gels and the rest of his coaching staff is, if you're going to break those unwritten rules, I have no problem with hitting someone. You're talking about gritty. That's gritty, old school baseball.
I was saying we don't for one of the first games we had this season, Kieran. I said that we don't see enough mound chargers in baseball.
A check on first base, very close play. Well, mound charge is just stupid. Hitting
But it's
someone,
fun.
throwing behind
It's
someone,
fun.
or hitting someone is just let you know. I mean, you're gonna watch that home run for 3 seconds. Take first base, or we'll throw at you. That one's low. The count is 2-2.
I'm not advocating for violence. I just think it's fun when two baseball players who are not fighters at all enter into, just swinging at each other all willy-nilly.
And now that one definitely wasn't on purpose. That was a curveball at 70 that slipped and hit Carlson. So in the 7th inning, the Georgia State boys went extra base hit, extra base hit. Here they go hit by pitch, hit by pitch. And for Hunter Carlson, that is hit by pitch number 10. Two on with 2 out. Heredia takes a first pitch in there for a called strike 1.
Extends Carlson's lead on hit by pitches in the CCL to 2. Next closest, Del Villar at 8 with the Academy Barons.
That one's low, and that hits Heredia. 3 consecutive have found Stompers hitters, and Zach Pace is going to announce a pinch hitter. Ryland Heckman comes to the plate, and there will be a meeting at the mound with the bases full. This inning started with 2 quick outs and then a walk from Connor Johnston, a double from Chase Taylor, and 3 consecutive hit by pitches have the bases loaded with 2 outs. Already 2 in for the Stomps in this 8th. It's a 9-2 affair. Del Villar and Carlson will be facing off in the All-Star game in Reno. That will be Saturday, 4th of July. Heckman, a left-handed hitter, got a pinch hit appearance yesterday and struck out. 2 for 13 this year, a chance to get going. He does have 3 runs batted in, a chance for a whole lot more. He swings first pitch. It's a weak ground ball to second. Charging is Johnson. He flips to first and out, says Zach Ellenthorpe. The side is retired. 3-1 the putout. The Stompers get 2 runs on just 1 hit and leave the bases loaded. We head to the 9th, the last looks in a 9-2 affair.
The Sonoma Stompers are excited to welcome La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats to the family. La Michoacana Ice Cream is rooted in the world-famous ice cream traditions of Mexico. La Michoacana uses only fresh, natural ingredients, using recipes that have been handed down for generations. Every paleta is made by hand. Every scoop is crafted with love. Every bite, muy delicioso. La Michoacana Ice Cream and Treats, located at 18495 Highway 12 in Sonoma, 1219 Grant Avenue in Novato, and of course, right here at the ballpark. Hey, baseball fans, when visiting Sonoma, make sure to dine at Wit and Wisdom, a modern American tavern by world-renowned chef Michael Mina. Wit and Wisdom is famous for hearth cooking, their extensive wine list, and an upscale yet relaxed atmosphere. Wit and Wisdom is located at the Lodge at Sonoma. Make a wise choice. Dine at Wit and Wisdom in the heart of Sonoma. Can I have another beer, please? Can I have another beer, please? The first rule to carrying on is to not get carried away. The Sonoma Springs Brewing Company reminds you to always drink responsibly.
Friedman's Home Improvement. When something breaks at your house, head on over to Friedman's Home Improvement. Remember, if we don't have it, you don't need it.
Gage McCown tasked with finishing this ball game off, far from a safe situation. The score is 9-2 in favor of Sonoma.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 34, Jerome Damery.
Damery, and then Geenan and Gregory. First pitch to Damery from the new man McCown is a called strike one. Gage making his 5th appearance of league action. He's gone 3.2 innings, giving up 5 earned, 2 walks, and 3 Ks, as that one misses below the knees. McCown just has to fill up the zone. Here's working with the 7-2 cushion. Two-way righty from California State University, Northridge. Gets a check swing strike at 80. McCown picked up his first Stomper home run a week ago, trying to be shut down on the mound here. As this one's bounced up the first base line, and foul is where it's picked up by Angel Garcia. McCown's signature moment as a Stomper came on opening day, where he entered the game against the California Red Tails with the bases loaded and nobody out in the 9th inning, and he struck out the side. 1-2 pitch is low, 2-2. Count misses low there. The count's even at 2-2. McCown, the abbreviated windup and the pitch is lined hard but foul. Talking to Gage after his last appearance, this is just the second time he'll ever be using that abbreviated windup. It's a bit of just a drop step before he comes home. Looking to put away Damery. 2-2 offer. Popped up, foul again. Damery not going easily, trying for his second hit of the day. He's 1 for 4. Two-two pitch. McCown wins the battle. Struck him out swinging. Gage's first of the evening and his 4th of the season. Garrett Geenan singled in the first, since then he's flown out, struck out, and struck out again. McCown delivers its hit towards second. Easy play for Euripero. Scoops it up, flips to first, got him. And Sonoma now 1 out away from finishing this game off. McCown, the 7th pitcher into the game. The first 6 have combined for 9 strikeout. When McCown struck out Damery, it was the 10th of the ballgame. It's impressive to have 7 guys go, and all of them at least get 1 strikeout. It just popped up foul and out of play. McCown, we're going to put the finishing touches on this one. No balls and 1 strike. Blake Gregory, a left-handed hitter, 0 for 4, a strikeout, 2 ground balls, and a fly ball, takes below the knees. Jackson Rowland should be in line for the victory. And Drew Capel would take the loss. One. Just misses high. 92 miles an hour from Gage McCown. Ticked up on the fastball. That's a very nice pitch, and a nice job by Gregory to lay off. It was Blankenship, Rowland, Carvalho, Cato, Mazinter, and now McCown, the 2-1. Called strike, pitcher's pitch, 90 miles an hour, right below the knees. And now, Stompers a strike away from getting back into the win column. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. McCown delivers. Bounced up the first base line and foul. Stomper bullpen urging on McCown. Another 2-2 from McCown to Gregory. Upstairs. Payoff pitch. McCown rocks and fires. High and tight for ball 4. Gregory keeps this ball game going for Josue Garcia.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 47, Josue Garcia.
Stompers and the Indians go again tomorrow at 6:05. You can get your tickets for that one at stompersbaseball.com. And then the 4th of July, you can see the Stompers in the parade in the morning, watch the baseball game at 5:05, and then head out to Arnold Field for the fireworks show. As a first pitch that was a check swing, the appeal says no swing. One-oh pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. Two balls and 1 strike. That one missed low. Runner at first is Gregory. Man at the plate is Garcia. 2-1 pitch from McCown. Foul back 2-2. And once more, down to their final strike are the Santa Maria Indians.
Next couple guys up are the part of your order that's really done the best for Santa Maria. Johnson's reached 3 times. He's on deck. And then after him, Caden McLeod has reached all 4 times today.
McCown looking to put the ball game away right here. Comes set at the belt. Delivers to the plate. Struck him out swinging. Got him on the hook, and the ball game is over. Sonoma snapped their 2-game losing streak. They have improved to 11 and 13 on the year. Sonoma gets it done 9-2. We'll be back with the totals after this.
The Sonoma Stompers are grateful to have Bank of Marin as a returning sponsor. Bank of Marin's philosophy is banking built on trust and relationships. Bank of Marin's creative and customized solutions safely and confidently support your growth and success now and into the future. Whether you're a sole proprietor forging ahead with your first company or the CEO of a well-established corporation, Bank of Marin's local bankers will work side by side with you to help you reach your financial goals. Bank of Marin, the official financial institution of the Sonoma Stompers. Another game is in the books. To break things down, let's go back to Kieran and Nate with the Stompers post-game show.
Stompers win it. Nice to get a victory for Sonoma. They improved to 11 and 13. Santa Maria falls to 1-4. That's their 4th consecutive league loss after that win against the Blues. Sonoma 10-6 here at Arnold. They do a great job of winning at home. Your winning picks are Jackson Rowland. He's 1-0. Drew Capel, the loss, he's 0-1. For Sonoma, it was Blankenship to Jackson Rowland, then Ethan Rowland, then Brady Carvalho, Scotty Cotto, Max Mazenter, and finally, Gage McCown, who got a couple of strikeouts to put this ball game away. Sonoma Nate finally once more used the long ball. Seems like how they've gotten their last few wins. Heredia and Bass both go yard.
Yeah, two guys who both had their first home runs of the summer, so it's good to see some guys stacking up long balls, but it'd be good to see it continue into tomorrow, into the 4th of July, and into the second half of the season. It's a lineup that feels like it's close to getting hot. It's certainly done so against the teams that you're expecting to beat. You got to roll that into the second half and beat the teams that are more on your level competitive.
Stompers have to roll that into tomorrow when they take on these Indians once more in Game 2 of the series. That one starts at 6:05, which means it'll be a 5:50 pregame show. I'm out on assignment, so we'll have Nate Martin joined by Luca Sebastiani to take you through the action for the next 2 days. That's going to wrap up our coverage as 9 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors triumphs over 2 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. So the Stompers win the lone category that matters. Sonoma gets the win. They're 11-13. Santa Maria 1-4. They do it again tomorrow at 6:05. For Lucas Sebastiani and Peyton Horn on the stats, everyone else that helps make this broadcast run, and my broadcast partner Nate Martin. Stomps back in the win column with a 9-2 final. I'm Kieran Costa saying so long from Sonoma.
Thanks for sharing your evening with us here on the Stompers Broadcast Network. For schedule info and game tickets, go to stompersbaseball.com or catch collegiate baseball at its best right here on our YouTube channel. And always remember, success on the field starts with success in the classroom.